Night is cold, but your heart's colder. I will wait for you. The glitch in your eyes pulled me under, but I will wait for you. There's nothing left for me to do than run and act myself a fool. No point in trusting anyone. Your eyes of diamonds keep me up. Never thought that it could be this rough. No point in trusting anyone.
But I will wait for you.
There's nothing left for me to do than run and act myself a fool. No point in trusting anyone. Your eyes of diamonds keep me up. Never thought that it could be this rough. No point in trusting anyone.
And welcome everybody once again to the TG Platinum League live, brought to you by Connecting Esports here on Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, and of course, if you want to join the Discord to check it out, what is going on behind the scenes, make sure to do so. But today we have something very, very important coming up your way. Let's switch over to the standings real quick so you see what is on today's played. Of course, it is Team Foxes versus the Companions, semifinals of the TG Platinum League season number 4. And today, some new faces here, live on the Twitch stream. Welcome very well the guys you have seen compete against Prodigies and defeat Prodigies victoriously last time out in the other semifinals. It is none other than Taria and, of course, Mr. Aiden.
Hello. I mean, new voices as opposed to new faces, but, you know, it's fine.
Yes. Voices, faces, I mean, okay. Moving on, we do have a very exciting game coming up. It is Companions versus Foxes, as mentioned already. Whoever wins today will indeed face you guys in the finals. So you guys are also interested in not just commentating and casting this game with me, but also watching who's going to play and what they're going to pick. We gave them the ready for the virtual draft, and they are just starting it right now. So let's head over to the virtual draft and have a look at what they have in mind. I'll give you the links in case you didn't get it yet. There we go. And until you load that up, I will quickly tell the stream that, of course, Darius and Ivan actually know they're having it. So Darius has been taken to the table by Team Foxes and Corky now banned away by the Companions.
Cool. Yeah, I'm on the link now.
Good. I'll adjust your volume as you guys go on.
Yeah, no, I'm ready.
Perfect.
No, I really respect this Darius ban from Team Foxes.
We saw that disgusting Darius you made in the last round.
I mean, topside bans are probably the way Foxes win this. Companions top laner is really good. Both bot lanes seem weak, so they should be playing through topside.
Ooh.
So it makes sense for Darius Wukong to be banned here.
Weak, some strong language. But, yeah, I mean, it definitely, like, Companions will fate kind of caught us off guard, but I mean, it was they definitely played for topside game 1. Wukong banned as well. Helios and Corky.
It makes sense.
Major Cheese is quite comfortable to play a lot of AD carry, so I don't really know about the Helios, but Companions probably just aren't prepped to pick it.
We haven't seen it from them in any of the games they've played so far.
That's true.
So it just makes sense to take something away from Major G's. No jungle bans yet, though. I'm very surprised. I think Companions jungler is very good. So
Yeah.
The Yuumi ban coming out, that makes sense. Yuumi is pretty broken this patch, and if you have no intention of playing it, you ban it.
Her healing's a bit good.
Yeah, just a little. Just a little. I mean, Adam, what do you think? What do you think Team Foxes are looking to pick first pick? Going into game 1?
I don't really know. We haven't. I can't remember their blue side draft too well. But and obviously they've got a bye, so this is their first best of 5, and they're like there's their first game since group stage, I guess you'd call it. Silas banned away. Team Fox's mid does play a lot of Silas.
He does.
Although
Indeed.
I don't know. I feel like if you have red side or 5, okay, B1 Ornn, it's decent.
This is very good here. I mean, it makes sense. Night9 has always been a player to play these tanks, and he
And
does
2
seem
top
to
laners
struggle.
banned as well, making Ornn a little bit safer. So.
He does seem to struggle against carry top laners when he isn't on a tank, so it's a very good pickup for Team Foxes here.
Yeah, and they don't know it can't be flexed, but it most likely is top lane. But, you know, Companions don't necessarily know that. And moored straight into it, which is interesting.
It's an interesting matchup. Brom following up, I'm not really a fan of...
Brom, too early for Brom, I think.
It's
personally.
way too early, but we'll see how it goes.
It's I get it into Ornn, but, you know, unless they think it's going to be banned, then it's not need to pick Brom right now.
Morgana as a potential answer to Brom is kind of a bit weird as well.
Yeah, it's
I think
not
there's much better
awful,
picks
but
there.
it's just alright.
Yeah. I'm wondering to see if they pick the jungle here.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they can also shorten the jungle pool by picking it third and then putting 2 bans towards Companions.
Of course.
Because it's not really worth targeting the upper roles. Okay, Malzahar here. Just blind mid. It's really good against Mordekaiser, obviously. If Mordekaiser becomes a problem, Malzahar's just a great answer to it. Mordekaiser doesn't really want to build QSS just for Malzahar.
And it really puts companions in a tight situation now, where they can either take the jungler, who seems to be one of the best players, and save the pool from getting smaller, or just take a mid laner into Malzahar.
I don't know if he plays Jarvan, but like I mean, Morgana Malzahar is really denying a lot of hard engage. With the Black Shield and Malzahar passive, and the fact he likes to build Banshees anyway, like if he's against high AP, so they should probably look for something that can get on Malzahar.
I agree.
Okay. Ziggs is a fairly safe sailing pick that they're
Yeah, Ziggs makes sense. It's a flex pick.
Could be bot lane for all we know as well, I was gonna say. Although Braum would be a little bit strange, but it shouldn't be too weak a lane.
I mean, we've seen weirder stuff.
I don't know what you mean. As long as we're not playing Kindred, then it's fine, you know?
Of course. It's too early for the Kindred pick, boys.
But
I expect companions to start banning out junglers here, or even attacking the AD carry pool. I'm not sure why they would. I don't think AD carry is the way this game
denying
goes.
the Kate Mork, but I don't think you care if they care. If you're worried about Kate Mork, you shouldn't pick Braum. It's kind of
like you already have the Braum. What can they do against you? You know.
And I also don't know why you'd ban Trundle. Trundle is not good into what you've drafted so far.
Unless they plan to pick a tank jungler on the side of Team Foxes, like Sejuani.
We're gonna need a very high damage AD carry to go along with tank jungler.
With Aphelios and Caitlyn already banned, they probably plan to ban another AD carry here or attack the jungle pool. I don't know what's left for Pyro to play. Of course, there is the Vayne, but this is not a Vayne game.
In Torn and Malzahar, you're not going to be able to play the game.
Malzahar, Morgana, it's not the game. Misfortune's not too bad here, but I mean, it can be easily denied by the last two picks of Team Foxes. And
sure.
It's very hard to pick a really good AD carry here.
Graves is a really good ban because it's it would just really complement the team comp of Foxes with like a lot of utility in CC.
Zach makes sense here. They don't really have a hard tank. They're looking for some sort of engage so far.
Yeah,
so Zach
I mean we talked about like backline access onto that really difficult Mal's. Wow. They're tuning into the stream. I really like this Jarvan pick here. Ziggs can follow up really nicely on Cataclysm. And Jarvan's not that bad into Olaf, but obviously he loses early.
Olaf, I really like the Olaf pick, actually. He can't really be stopped from getting into the back line, and it's more of one of those things that now companions have to pick a mobile AD carry, and even then, it is one of those situations where Team Foxes still has the pick of AD carries left, and Sivir coming out would mean so much for this team.
It's a really solid team composition where they've drafted a lot of decent things. I don't know. I'm not that big a fan of Companions Red Side draft. I mean, we don't know if it's going to be Ziggs bot lane, but it would have to be an AD mid most likely. But it's just that they blind pick both their solo lanes. Well, I mean, early pick both their solo lanes and then didn't save support for a counter pick at all. I think the Jarvan is decent though.
I mean, what's left in the AD carry pool here? You don't really want to go champions that he's already picked.
Kai'Sa's not too bad.
Kai'Sa's not too bad, but she can easily be shut down if she engages too hard.
Yeah, and she probably does lose lane to Sivir more with a Braum. But at least with Kai'Sa, you can kind of assist the Jarvan. The only thing is they're too heavy magic damage to like Kai'Sa most likely.
They do need something raw 80 damage. I don't think Misfortune's the answer here.
Ezreal might be. Ezreal might be the.
It really depends how the ball lane goes. Misfortune coming out, like I said, I don't think it's that good, especially with On being in the game, Sivir, Olaf being in the game. She will get run down in a team fight. She has to stand very far back.
Yeah, so the only situation where Misfortune works here is when Jarvan and Braum just play really well around cooldowns. If Olaf doesn't have flash, Jarvan can R Olaf to deny him getting into the backline, and then Braum blocking the Ornal. But, I mean, you're still going to have an entire team with Sivir running at you. So, it's really risky. You're going to have to hold on to that element well on the companion side. Like, it's difficult.
He should take one out of my book and build Edge of Night and Zonia's this game. Because he's really going to need them.
QSS might
there we go. We go into the champion selection right now. So, this is the information of where these picks are going to go, but I think that was pretty straightforward when it comes to Worlds. And just a little reminder for everybody in Twitch chat, welcome all of the, what is it now? I didn't check. Already at 15 people? Okay, so we still saw people missing here, like the usual faces are here, but we are still missing a bigger audience, so 15 people right now. Make sure to get your bet-ins, because betting has been opened just now, so do exclamation mark points. And then when you have that, you can see how many points you have available to bet away, and of course the maximum is 10k.
Okay. I'll match it.
I'm really calling you on draft there.
Yeah, I'll match it as well. Don't worry.
See, I didn't want Jason to know I was laser break. Because...
Oh, I knew that. Don't worry.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
So on into Mordekaiser is a very interesting matchup. Mordekaiser should have like a little bit of an advantage, but he can't kill On later on into the fight. It's like On can just out split push the Mordekaiser, and even then it's one of those situations where they don't really have a hard tank. Like the tankiest champions that Companions really have are the Jarvan and the Braum, and they're already going in. They're already going to take as much damage on the way in. You've got the Malzahar ult to really cancel that out. You've got the On ult. Olaf can just run in the backline. You've got Sivir to disengage or even re-engage. And the Morgana ult is very, like, I'm going to cook you, Jarvan, if you come in. So it's a very hot game for Companions to really play. They picked two carries that really rely on being able to get their major spells off and damage. And Olaf On really does cook that. And it's going to be interesting to see how Companions play around this Misfortune pick. Because I feel like if they can play around their cooldowns and they can get Misfortune to freely auto-attack and get a really good bullet time off, then Companions should be able to win this game. But from champ select alone, I think it is going in the side of Team Foxes.
I mean, yeah, like I said earlier, it's like the carries on Companions need to rely on Jarvan and Braum denying the cancels and disruption. I mean, it's just, you know, you got to have good cataclysms and Olaf not having flash, really.
Okay, let's also not forget that today is the semi-finals, and of course, since this is the TG Platinum League, we do have the Team Foxes coming in to this playoffs without having played a single game yet, because they advanced to semi-finals based off group stage, being first in a group, making them eligible to go into semi-finals, kind of like Prodigies did. So they are kind of the crowd favorites. But then, of course, the underdog here, the Companions, defeated Wolves of Fate in the quarterfinals with a clean 2-0. So they have also some confidence boost coming into this one. And with now heading into the spectator delay, make sure to get your bets in. It's only going to be open for yet another 7 minutes. So give us your predictions. Make sure to get into this top 10. I posted the link before of the top 10. And yeah, let's see if you guys are correct with your predictions.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
But yeah, I think the Olaf's quite scary as well, because it makes the solo lane 2v2 stronger on Fox's side as well. So, I don't know.
I think they've really shut down this top lane, though. Like, the best player from Companions so far from what we've seen in all of their games has been 572 Sander. And it's really
most consistently good, I would go for.
Yeah, it's really good that, like, you can see the fact that they've picked On into it, and they've just gone, hey, you might be a good top laner, you might like getting ahead. I'm going to pick On, we're not going to have fun, and you're not going to get ahead. So,
also, yeah. I mean, Malzahar and Sivir really do spike with Ornn items too. Sometimes they're considered kind of utility carries, but I mean, Malzahar has extremely high late game damage on frontline, and basically a 4-second cooldown AoE silence. And then obviously Sivir has really good AoE damage with crit. So like spiking towards that Ornn 14 and upgrading either Luden's Death Cap or Molten Edge is going to be quite big.
I agree.
So yeah,
I just think it's going to be a very hard game for Companions.
Jarvan's going to have to play the other side of the map from Olaf and probably find a lot in this bottom mid lane, because I do see the 2v2 just being awkward. If Jarvan goes in when Ornn has a CC up and Olaf turns up to be there, he just has no chance of escape.
Yeah.
And it's similar with mid lane once Malzahar hits level 6. And they don't have good interrupts for Never Grasp.
No. I think bot lane
really
is
proud of myself.
Bot lane is incredibly hard to gank for Jarvan as well. You've got the spell shield coming out from Sivir, and you've got the black shield from Morgana, as well as the CC, and even at level 6, Sivir can just press R and run away. And it's going to be a very hard game for them, and I think that the the easiest way Companions gets a lead in this game is through their bot lane, though. I think it should be easy to lane gank this lane. They've got the Make It Rain from Misfortune to slow them down. You've got the Brom Q and his passive. It should be easy to set up if they don't suspect it coming.
Yeah.
Mid lane is very hard to gank, though. Even pre-6, Malzahar should be playing pretty far back. So it's going to be an interesting game, and we should be watching where the junglers go at all times. These are going to be the 2 players that decide this game.
Like I said, if it gets even into those Ornn items, then I don't think it looks great for Companions. But I mean, it's also important to get MF ahead if possible, because Ornn will want to build just heavy magic resist walking into Ziggs and Mord. So obviously, if Misfortune can get her early double crit item, then Ornn will be incentivized to build armor. So that will help them out.
Okay, so we're on the loading screen, only a few seconds away from getting into the actual game, so you guys can see what's going on. Maybe you want to go, point out for the Twitch stream that does not see this loading screen what exactly is going on in Masteries, and of course when it comes to Keystones and of the Summoner spells. So just walk them through if you have the time.
Yeah, sure.
Aiden, you want to do red blue, and I'll do red.
I mean, you just start. Anything.
So we've got On in the top lane with Grasp of the Undying with Inspiration secondary. We've got Olaf in the jungle with Conqueror Inspiration secondary. Malzahar mid with Airy and Inspiration. You've got Sivir in the bottom lane with Lethal Tempo and Sorcery. And you've got Morgana support with Guardian and Inspiration.
Yeah.
And then on the opposing side, you've got Mordekaiser with Conqueror and Domination. Jarvan with Conqueror and Domination. You've got Ziggs in the mid lane with Arcane Comet and Inspiration. Misfortune, AD Carry with Press the Attack and Sorcery. And then Brom on support with Guardian and Inspiration.
Well played.
I did it.
Nothing too strange here. I don't know. Maybe Ornn could have thought about Aftershock or Spellbook. But and I guess Guardian or Morgana signals. I mean, maybe being a bit over defensive, honestly. She could have got away with Comet or Airy quite easily.
I agree.
Or even possibly Glacial. But yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, it's quite standard. Malzahar has a lot of keystones that he can use. He can use Comet and Spellbook, but Airy is like fairly standard. I don't know. I don't think he's going to get many procs on Ziggs. Ziggs can just stand away from them and away from wave clear. It's probably not going to be an exciting mid lane.
I do like the adaptation from Team Foxes, though. The exhaust heal onto their bot lane is very good, and it signifies why they're going the Guardian. They don't want to run any risks in this bot lane, and it does make sense. Which makes Companions have such a harder time in getting this Misfortune ahead.
And it's really important for Sivir to have that exhaust against Mordekaiser in teamfights as well, because she's such a short range AD carry, and if they're even, Mordekaiser actually has a chance to kill her. But obviously the exhaust is massive demand for that.
Now we're in game. Poggers.
Don't say poggers, please.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna poggers all over.
Don't say it too much.
Champeroo.
Thanks, Jason.
Really bringing the XD to this cast, you know?
Not too much XD.
Not too much.
That's fine.
So standard 5 points for both teams makes sense.
I mean, apart from that, no one's standing mid on Companions, but yeah, it's okay.
I mean, they're just trying to get some early vision, most likely, onto the Raptor camp. Malzahar and Olaf should have swapped by now, so that Olaf could have got that early ward into the Pixel Bush.
Yeah, I really don't think the Corruption Potion is necessary on Ziggs. I don't know if he might look for a really early recall into Dark Seal and use that extra mana to shove Malzahar out and maybe tank Malefic Visions to deny him push, because it's something you could do against Mals. But I don't know. I don't think the Corrupting Potion is that necessary. It's a really farm heavy lane.
At least one of the junglers backed and got sweeping lands, so I can't really flame them, but yeah, I find it very weird that the Olaf did not do exactly what the Jarvan did on reverse. It does make jungling harder, especially in the current season, not to have the sweeping lens with everyone warding river bushes quite frequently.
And although Olaf is, incredibly strong and basically wins every jungle matchup, even his worst jungle matchups, he still wins the 1v1 most of the time. He doesn't have anything to help him path around wards. I guess that's the one glaring weakness of Olaf compared to stuff like Jarvan and Rek'Sai. So
they're
yeah,
starting
like,
on
you know,
opposite
even
side of the
more-
maps.
Okay.
I do like this adaptation. Team Fox is starting on the opposite side to Jarvan. It makes it easier that one player on this bot lane, they can't really do much top lane to begin with. So I would have liked to see Jarvan starting on the red buff and pathing down towards the bot side.
Yeah, they're on opposite sides of the maps, but I don't know. It kind of depends how Orion manipulates the wave, if that lane is killable at all. But we'll see. Generally, Olaf just gets a ridiculously fast full clear anyway, so it hopefully doesn't matter too much, you know, if you're a confined spell.
I mean, he's already going onto his fourth camp and Jarvan's still struggling to clear red.
Yep.
Some early poke damage down onto the bot lane of Team Fox's.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna
I don't know
cut
how you feel about this bot lane matchup, but I feel like MF has a bit of an edge over Sivir, just in range and harass, but I mean, Morg's, you know, kind of counters that it's double ranged into Braum.
I'm not really a fan of either of them. I think the Civil Morgana lane is probably the stronger one. I mean, it's the
Yeah.
safer and more freely to scale, especially with how safe it is. That spell shield was a bit questionable, but
Yeah, a little bit
we'll
questionable.
take it.
We'll
take it.
Yeah, I mean, so it's maybe worth pointing out that Sivir got buffed a couple patches ago, and I mean, she's like slowly been spiking in win rate and popularity, and it was a lot more mana on her spell shield, basically. So missing it is actually more, you know, it's a lot worse than it used to be.
I mean, the Sivir is just eating up those Qs as On goes in. Jarvan coming in for the gank.
Yep.
Is he gonna flash? He's holding it out, waiting
Yeah,
for
he's
the
holding the EQ Ornn is just
Yeah.
incredibly dead.
On's just dead.
I don't know. We talked about if Jarvan naturally ends up on the opposite side and they get killed top lane. Kind of a bit of a misplay from Night9 to burn everything and then not immediately flash out. I think he might have got 2 flashes for his, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Any missing is to say that. But yeah, it's what you need to do, blasting on straight in for Mordekaiser.
I'm not really a fan of that, actually. I would
Yeah.
have gone maybe even Darksteel or even D-Ring here, and
Yeah.
I think, especially into this matchup, D-Ring is very good on Mordekaiser.
Not having Boots versus Olaf on
Yeah.
it's not what you want as well.
No.
I don't know. But Boots Darksteel control word probably would have been a lot safer to kind of extend that small assist the next melee he's got. But yeah, it looks like quite a slow early game actually.
I just feel like this game is going to be a lot of passive farming from both sides.
Yeah.
We're not really going to be able to see some...
That probably
Okay.
favors Foxes. I mean, Ziggs is
Yeah.
basically one of the only mages who like can fulfill that hyper carry role, just 'cause he spits out so much damage in zoning. But I mean, we've already talked about how good Fox's Fox is into companions, so I don't think it's gonna have to be really smooth play from Ziggs to.
I feel like if Jarvan was topside here, this on is dead. Like,
Yeah.
he really badly managed his wave yet again, and is pushing into a Mordekaiser. As Ziggs trying to get some poke damage down onto Malzahar.
Yep. I mean, we didn't. I don't want to flame or anything, but we saw the corrupting potion start from Ziggs, and it's just done pretty much nothing. He could have had more wave clear with Orange Ring, and I mean he's actually forced to TP here, so maybe but I don't know. Corruption potion with biscuits seems quite unnecessary.
I mean, Malzahar forcing a TP on a lost chapter back is not too bad.
Yeah, that's true.
So, MF backing into a BF sword, no, that's standard.
Yep.
But Civil's just basically getting to shove that wave out. It depends how companions handle this wave. Misfortune could easily freeze right now.
Yeah, I think. I
Um,
mean, obviously they don't know where Olaf is, but Jarvan should be looking to walk. This is a completely no mana server. They're gonna get a free recall here. Don't know if MS gonna hold the wave.
No, she's bringing it into tower from.
No,
Windmill.
should have let it go into tower. She could have denied the other team a bit more farm by just holding it wrong. But oh well. So yeah, we're seeing extremely similar items on both sides. Just really passive first 7 minutes.
Silver going for the fairy charm. Praise be. Like, holy. We finally see it.
Yeah, especially if you're not going to use your spell shield to block spells, you will want some mana regen.
I feel like that is a wise choice. I feel like the Fairy Charm is something that a lot of AD carries have stopped doing, and I think it's a very good itemization. Yeah. It's very gold efficient. It's 125 gold, and it sells back for about 82.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
a really small
good.
Gold thing. And I mean, I would say decent wave management from Mordekaiser. Wow, Ornn walking right into the minions. This could be a dive setup, especially because they know there's no TP on Malzahar. But Jarvan,
he's pathing back to his red side, and that huge wave going over to Mordecai to Ornn. Mordekaiser not even trying to pressuring with that fat wave, and
I mean, I think if Jarvan just walked up, they could have denied the wave, even if they don't try to kill Ornn, because tower diving Ornn's not the easiest. But I mean, he's sitting on a catalyst. He's not exactly, you know, he's not that late game fantasy where you just kill everyone and it dies Ornn.
Small CS lead coming out from the side of Companions, so
in the bot lane.
The bot lane is getting pretty ahead, and we expected this to happen. Like, MF is the stronger laner into these two, but as the game goes on, Misfortune becomes weaker and weaker, and Shibi goes from someone who auto-attacks a lot to I eat bullet time and then I'm not really that good. Where Sivir is
especially when she's into Ornn. MF isn't bad at killing bruisers with the W max and stuff, but if you're into a full tank, she's just not the same as a Vayner and Ezreal, but, you know, support users. But yeah, Ornn at his tower again, just used the spell that makes him unstoppable, and
Jarvan is looking to path topside, goes into the Death Realm.
Obviously we don't see where the boundary is, but I assume it would be just here. Now 99 still has flash. Yeah. I think that could have been a kill. If XTDL like held the flag and drag until flash came in, but it would have been quite risky.
I mean, even then, like, Night9 played that really well to flash straight out of the Death Realm as soon as it ended, so...
Yeah, because he would have been expecting, you know, Mordekaiser can ping during his Death Realm, so he would have probably been pinging where Ornn was, precisely, and so he can get his EQ ready. But yeah, I think... no, you go ahead.
I do not like this trade that's going on currently. Trading the Rift Herald for a Cloud Dragon on the side of Team Fox's. Cloud Dragon helps this team out so much. You've got that on a lower cooldown, you've got the Nether Grasp on a lower cooldown, and it really does not help.
I mean, Companions couldn't have got to the Dragon, because the Dragon Goal start mission is Dragon Show top, so it's better than nothing, but they're going to have to, you know, make an acceleration play with the Herald, which... Their team comp is just not that great at doing. I think Jarvan needs to start looking bot side, trying to blow Flash of Sivir so he can turn it into an R. You know, we've got this Jarvan pick which is really good against Morgana and Olaf because, you know, they don't have dashes. And he's, you know, not doing much over in that first gank. Also better the Bambies before his smite item.
Yeah. I mean, Berserker Greaves on Misfortune here, I possibly wouldn't have even gone them. You don't really need them right now.
Yeah, you moved so fast to lane anyway, and Sivir's only got tier 1, so if you have tier 1 boots on MF, then you just, you know, out-rotate her anyway.
Well, even Cloak of Agility is just really good here on MF. Like, Cloak of Agility plus Dagger is more gold value than having the tier 2 boots, especially when you have W. And I presume she is going for the W max. I can't really tell right now.
I saw her Q damage earlier, and it definitely feels like W max. Maybe Jason can click on Misfortune. Oh, Q max. Okay.
He's going Q max. Never mind. The boots are fine, boys. the boots are fine. I do not agree with the Q max from Sivir though. You do need the movement speed. You do need the attack speed.
I don't know. It just. Oh,
so looking for something bot lane, a lane gank coming out from Jarvan, but
I think that's gonna be awkward.
Good.
Oh. No, I mean Black Shield was used. I think MF could have done bullet time to get more flash there, but oh well.
I think it's better to just hold it. Looking at MF's mana, if she bullet times, she can't really stay around in the lane, and she has to back off. So holding the bullet time is a little better though, especially when they still have the Brummel and. You know, Braum could just flash off and, you know, out of a bush, and what a Team Fox is going to do.
So that's a lot of I kind of liked it. We've really not seen the Olaf do anything but power.
No.
Kind of like to see Wicked Awesome show somewhere, but I mean, I feel like Team Foxes are probably just going to play towards Soul, because they're not scared to team fight, especially moving towards level 11. But we'll see.
I do question why they picked the Olaf this game. If their whole philosophy for this game was to play safe, to pick the Sivir, the Malzahar, the On, and farm it out, wouldn't you go for something along the lines of a farming jungler as well?
Yeah, because I mean, I wouldn't really say Jarvan's a farming jungler just because his early ganks towards solo lanes particularly is quite insane. But Jarvan will be happy with just having a kill, having even CS, and getting to just scale and be a really big tank.
I really don't like what's going on bot lane right now. They have just seen the enemy bot lane from Companions back and really not shoving in that wave of Sivir and denying more CS for
I don't know if Jason can show us the number of minions on bot lane, but we're seeing Herald top anyway. But yeah, okay, so that's gonna...
That's pretty bad for the Sivir lane.
Yeah.
The auto coming out just to stop the Herald damage, but that is a lot of plates that have just gone in.
Yeah, they shouldn't win this 2v2, but if they kill Olaf, they can win this 2v2. I'm not sure.
See how it goes. Jarvan is looking for a
from
game.
Jarvan. Patience. I would look to... Okay,
There we go. Flag and drag into the Cataclysm.
Yeah. Oh, flash
And he
back
just-
up for Ornn. Yeah.
He just presses E, boys. I'm lucky.
I guess you're stunned.
So Brum just clearing some vision, and it's really going to go back to this farming game. Like,
Man, I thought our games were slow at points, but this is
we're quite explosive though. We have a lot of fights. This is just, I don't know. It feels like an LCS game because nobody is doing anything.
Yeah. Let's go for that. Really good farm in the mid lane, actually close to 10 CS per minute, which, I mean, I kind of expect Malzahar into Ziggs, because it's not exactly hard to CS, but, it's still pretty good. Malzahar getting a lot of poke there. They're both sitting on Luden, so both mid laners are actually pretty strong right now.
Sivir is getting hard chunked out as
Yeah.
Pyro just fires the Q out into the
spell
spell shield. It's still an ability, it's not... It classes as an auto attack, but it still procs spell shield. Come on.
Yep. So we're actually seeing Companions get Drake Prio here. Thanks for that zoom in.
I mean, it is fully warded. Like, Team Foxes know they're doing it. On does
Team
have
Foxes
TP.
should look for a fight right now, and they're coming TP in from Ornn. Are they going to take the fight afterwards?
On might be dead. Never mind. On is not dead.
No. Ooh, that's a
The
lot of
bullet
AoE
time.
damage. Megan for the on top
swing
of the
out.
time. And they
I
really
feel like it's
feel
just a
Malzahar.
wave.
Yep.
Like, now going for the Braum. On is
I
a
don't
stupid
know.
jump.
It feels like
Woo!
I
Okay,
enjoyed
calm
that.
down.
I'm not gonna lie. It just
Sander
seeing
needs
that-
to
that
calm
makes-
down.
Oh, holy. Alright, I guess they didn't mind the game within top lane bans. Mordekaiser are still good enough to have really high game impact into Ornn, which, I kind of not expect, but... Well,
I don't like him going straight for Leandri's Torment here, though. I think Graili's first item into the Leandri's is the way to go. You still
Yeah.
build the tier 1 mask. Its name escapes me for the life of me.
Haunting Guys.
Haunting Guys, that one. Like, Haunting Guys into Rylai is super good. It allows the double damage to come from the Madness passive. So,
Yeah. I mean, it's just also when you're against free range champions and you need to kind of get onto them, it gives you an option to hit a max range Q into an E and apply the slow and make the E way easier to hit.
from the second Herald of the game, going over to Companions yet again, and
Yeah.
Just
big
like simply
tempo
gonna
play
drop
from
it top.
Companions there.
I mean, On doesn't have flash. They may go for the tower dive here.
I mean, Team Foxes really need to find a lot of initiative. I'm gonna let you break down what's about to happen.
I mean, On just going for the ult, just killing the tower. Then they're gonna focus. Flag and drag coming out as the Brum passer comes at Misfortune picking up that kill.
But yeah, Team Foxes need to regain some composure. They can't just, scaling is quite close, really. Until Sivir gets to like 5 items and ornaments come in, scaling is quite close. So Ornn's gonna have to find a way to get solo XP. I don't know, we talked about wave management in this game, but I mean, Ornn just just give up the tier 1 tower top. It's not giving you anything. Both heralds have been taken.
I mean, as soon as Herald goes, you should just back off. Like, it's really obvious they're going for that top tower.
And every death on this Ornn slows down power spikes for Team Foxes with the XP. And also, you know, we talked about Olaf. You know, why are you going to pick Olaf if you're just going to sit and let Jarvan group and be evenly as strong as you? So, and this Jarvan's really important in this team comp. Because it allows, if Jarvan is big, it allows Mordekaiser to itemize a lot more aggressively.
I agree.
And if Mordekaiser's a threat, you're not really worrying about getting to Misfortune, which, you know, it just kind of sets up the entire team for success. Don't like the Black Cleaver here. Like,
No.
you have a Ziggs and a Mordekaiser, and you have no armor on anyone. Even as I say that, Olaf going for Spectre's Cowl. So, I mean, Black Cleaver and Jarvan just not really doing anything.
I feel like he should just be going full tank. Like, he sees
Yeah,
his
Knight's
2
Vow,
kills and
Knight's Vow, and attach it to Mordekaiser and dive in with him.
Mhm.
Even Redemption, Stoneplay, Hysterics, you know, just...
I mean, it's just
simulate
jungler syndrome, right? They see these 2
Yeah.
kills and 5 assists, and they're like, I am the carry, I do damage
I
now.
can build Black Cleaver now.
But yeah, I feel like this Jarvan should have just gone tanky. He's already gone the Cinder Hulk, so I don't even know why he built the Black Cleaver there, but each to their own. As the pause comes out, do you have any clarification what this pause is?
Exciting pause. I assume Jason has chat turn. Oh.
Ooh.
Small issue. Alright.
Well,
Well,
we don't
at least
get
it's
to
not a
know
big
what it is.
issue.
Okay.
It's not a big issue, though. So that's...
He bought Black Cleaver, and they need to rewind the game.
Yeah, true. What is this? Oh, okay.
What is this? What? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what is this null magic mantle on Misfortune? Is it just a really early QSS?
I feel like she just goes for that really early QSS at this point. I mean, they're probably going to look to fight at the next dragon anyway, so having that QSS is probably better.
Yeah.
Mordekaiser is really strong, though. Landry's and Railize, and he probably, after a couple of waves, has enough gold for those sorcery shoes, so he's going to be pumping out so much damage.
Yep.
Siva still hasn't finished her Essence Reaver, though, which is kind of sad.
That is sad, because Sivir really needs to start clearing these side waves and not letting companions push in with the Ziggs. I mean, they do kind of have superior siege. If Olaf and Ornn can't find flanks, when you're behind, you kind of need to flank onto this backline, and you shouldn't expect assistance because you're dealing with this big Mordekaiser and Jarvan. Okay, game being resumed really quickly. We didn't have to keep anyone entertained for too long.
I mean, Olaf is looking around bot side, but with Jarvan and Ziggs being in river, I find it very hard for them to get anything.
I'd really like to see them let this tier 1 fall, and Ornn just sit at inner tower and let the wave sit there. He's not got Bammy, so he can treat the wave properly. And honestly, just not contest the next dragon, and give yourself 5-6 minutes to get to those Ornn items. He's only 2 levels away. So with proper wave manipulation and just slowing the game down and
okay. Okay. I'm not even going to question it.
Sometimes you get a bit excited.
Plug and Dragon's the Smite coming out from Jarvan, stealing the blue buff.
Yep, it's really big for Malzahar. Malzahar is the primary wave clear when Sivir doesn't have Essence Reaver and the mana to sustain, and also, you know, she's not in mid right now. I'm finding this to just taking 3 autos.
She Black Shield a Misfortune Q. Praise be, she's done it, boys. All jokes aside, I don't know what that Sivir ult was. It's very sad to see Sivir down 30 CS onto a Misfortune, and the Companion's bot lane going for a back, and Major Cheese is just like, yeah, I'll back to you.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's what you should be doing. You have enough mana to clear the next wave. You force it into the tower, you force a Misfortune to miss even more CS, and they'll bounce
just
back.
Look at Companion's vision line on the mini. I don't know if Jason could
so
give us
good.
a little zoomed out to her. But, I mean, they actually just have a really secure vision line all across the jungle. And, I mean, if they take down these tier 1s in mid and bot, they're going to have so much control of the map. I don't think Foxes should look to contest this dragon at all. I don't think they have any business in doing it unless they get a pick.
I mean, so far, Companions have really impressed me.
Yep, their team plays a tier above, and you know, Olaf he could be doing something else. They could have set up this mid wave to be a bit better defended and slow down the game longer. At least
Yeah.
Ornn is getting solo XP.
I mean, he's level 12. He's got 2 levels to go.
Malzahar, you cannot be there alone, buddy. Okay.
Malzahar's level 14 though.
Yeah. Malzahar.
No, he's pretty far
no.
ahead.
Why have we got a Lich Bane Ziggs?
Not again.
Why have we got a Lich Bane Ziggs against 3 range champions?
Not again.
Alright, okay.
They did it last time as well. No, not again.
I guess. I guess.
Are they grading bot? The Mordekaiser ult coming out onto the Sivir. Sivir is getting blown up by that Mordekaiser as the Death Realm goes onto the Morgana. She hits out on those Dark Bindings, and Morgana just seems to be dead here. Trying to give the kill over to Misfortune, but Mordekaiser slaps that up with the hammer.
She wanted to make a spectacle with that stopwatch. I don't know what else it was.
I really don't know. They really greeded to try and get some tower damage down. They couldn't get anything. Malzahar just getting mid tower for free though, but he seems to be backing off, seeing the Jarvan and the Ziggs coming back mid, and they don't really get anything out of that. They lose a kill and a tower for nothing. So, I mean, they get Mordekaiser TP, but Mordekaiser's pretty happy with going 1 for 0, losing his TP and walking back top to eat up a wave, you know?
And again, going back to the vision line and just defending it really well, and they knew they could make that play, and Team Fox did not seem to respect or, I don't know about the amount of vision that companions have. I don't know, their vision play is really like the thing that's impressing me most, along with how they're playing with it.
On a quick thing, why does Mordekaiser have merchants? I do not agree with this.
I guess he's worried about getting Malzahar, but it's just I don't know.
He should have gone Sock Boots. He's already so far ahead. If he's worried about CC and magic damage, you're gonna buy a QSS anyway. So,
for sure. And we're seeing a kind of defensive build for Malzahar with Rylai's. I don't really I don't know. I feel like you just go Spellbinder or Leandres, or I mean, Deathcap second on Malzahar isn't the best, but you need to pump out a lot more damage, and he's gonna not do a lot of damage to Leandres now, because Rylai's on Malz really relies on Leandres like having that tick damage.
I mean, this game is just sad.
So yeah, Foxes have to find a way to slow down the game, and we're getting to the point where, I mean, we have Luden's Pulse and potentially an IE sometime in the near future, and no one's probably going to get 14 before then.
I mean, Sivir is just really far behind. From the pod wave management, some back timings, to not really going into these side lanes much earlier on. She is just losing so much against this Misfortune, who probably has her next item, but I really am questioning some of these builds this game. The shard coming out from Misfortune here when she should just be going straight into the Infinity Edge.
I think, okay, so I don't know, I was gonna theorize that one of the only ways they win is if they can't kill Ornn, and Ornn is getting, you know, a surprising amount of CS and XP. So I feel like the early Zeal aim is just going to be to try and help shred down Ornn. Although obviously having IE with W max would have been more beneficial, but she doesn't have W max, so I guess that's why she's killing it.
I mean, she's maxing W second, so
yeah, you're right. She's one level from max to W, so IE would give her more when they're this ahead. And also, you can just use the bullet time as a poke tool with Ziggs and force them off the towers, and then, you know, have that questionable Lich Bane Ziggs hit the tower.
You do have to remember that bullet time does critically strike for 120% of the damage.
And then IE increases that.
IE would increase that damage, and it's not... Obviously, she's going to go into the Infinity Edges. Olaf is forced to use the Unstoppable.
Yeah, when you see a defensive Olaf ultimate, you know that team's not any good.
They're looking for a bush trap, but Jarvan just EQing over the wall. And
yeah, I think Companions maybe... I don't know. They gave up a bit too much vision there, and credit to Team Fox is actually getting down 2 control wards, because Baron is the way Companions break this game open right now.
On is level 14 now. So we are looking for a Luden's Pulse onto the Malzahar.
Are you ready for him to upgrade Morgana Zonias? I hope you are.
Bro, don't even joke about it. Bro, don't even joke about it. You know what'll happen. On is just walking top lane. You know, Dragon spawning in what? 15 seconds? Morgana's just getting caught out. Yeah, this Dragon's gone, boys.
Yeah.
And that should be soul point for...
So, when you're behind with a one-tank composition, you kind of need to use your tank as a a moving fortress to get vision placement and vision denial. You can't have Morgana just walk in. Definitely not talking to the support of our team. But yeah.
I mean, it was all too. How do I word this?
All too late?
It was all too late. Like, you've got
Yeah.
Morgana walking in for vision when Olaf and Sivir are just in the bot lane. You've got On walking top now that he's at 14, not even walking towards his team to upgrade one of their items. They weren't positioned well enough to fight that dragon anyway. Morgana shouldn't have been going for the wards, as they're just going to set up Baron. They're going to hit the orb, and On can't really do anything here. Like, they're trying to move people up, as they're probably just going to bait the Baron and fight. I feel like Companions are in such a strong position, especially with the terrain around
They
here.
really are. They are stacking in a pretty enclosed terrain.
Misfortune is taking a lot of Baron damage here.
Yep.
I was playing
standing
bullet
using
time, and
bullet
that's a
time.
dead Olaf. On it, 1v1ing the MF as the Death Realm comes out onto Major Cheese. They're just going to clean up the backline onto the Brob, the Nethergrasp onto the Jarvan, as Mordekaiser now is trying to 1v4 as he comes out of the Death Realm, focusing Morgana as Morgana is now down. On is the next target. On is down. Ziggs trying to pump out the damage as Sivir and Malzahar just clean up the rest. Holy close, that was close.
You should not let Foxes find a coin flip fight in this scenario.
Why did we
MF
try?
tanking the Baron while channeling bullet time is not.
She got
really
one-tapped by On.
Yeah, but she took like a third of her health from Baron.
She took a third of health from Baron. She had to reduce damage. On ult comes out and she just gets flashed on.
Am I mistaken, or did Mordekaiser had his passive on 3 people and did not zone? Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, even if he's zoned, like, it's not even that good.
I don't know.
It was such a close fight. I believe he could
Yeah.
have at least gotten 2 kills more, and then
He
it
does
would
need
have
to
been nice.
chase after the Morgana there, or she doesn't die. So I feel like prematurely zoning using there wouldn't have got a kill, and he probably only gets 1 out of that fight instead of 2. So it's an interesting
I
scenario.
kind of want to highlight the fact that I don't know, if Ziggs had Leandres there, I think that's a one-team fight. He didn't get any autos off towards the end, and if he was throwing Q&Es with something that just did a bit more damage, he's going for a Morello here, I assume, and that kind of makes me sad. You're building the Oblivion Orb into Abyssal Mask, Spirit Visage, and the Spectre's Cowl. I don't know. I feel like Companion's itemization put them behind an extra 1,000 gold in that fight, and obviously the ornaments came in.
Can we not see Ram, please?
I don't know.
I don't want to see Ram come over.
GG ARAM, maybe Jason can let us know. That's it's going to be an upcoming league.
No.
No?
I'm looking at
Come on. Sure, we could stream some ARAMs, you know? That's fine.
On upgrading the Infinity Edge from the Sivir over the level 17 Malzahar. Like,
Who probably has Gathering Storm, and it's about 30 minutes.
and he is level 15.
Okay, well, listen, if Malzahar is allowed to get Death Cap and that's get upgraded, that is going to be quite disgusting.
Okay.
I don't think Olaf has an item to be upgraded, which is sad, because that's what Orin would probably look to upgrade next, just to give Olaf some durability and damage.
Let's make a bet.
Oh no.
I was going to make a bet that Morgana was getting the next upgrade, but she got the next upgrade. Oh no.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Orin only needs to hit another level. Okay.
For this Malzahar to get stronger, boys.
So, right. Yeah, I don't know what we just saw there. Either the Team Foxes just tried to start the Baron with no vision behind the pit, no vision in the river, and
Just losing everything.
yeah.
Not giving the blue buff to Malzahar? Or are they wait? This is really risky.
Okay.
Bullet time coming out, the flag is back onto the Olaf. Binding coming out, the Brom ult coming out, into the Cataclysm, and the bullet time on top. Morgana's not dead though. That upgrade from the On
dead. That
On trying to do something as the Death Realm comes out onto the On, but On is ridiculously tanky. And he
stack the MR
messes the combo, he's now in 5 people and he dies. Major Chief's dying before the Ziggs ult can come out, and really, why are Team Fox is coin flipping like this? It does not make sense. Like, well played the Companions though, that was a very nice catch from them.
Yeah. Really weird Baron start from Foxes, to be fair. But they stuck around far too long.
I feel sad for this Malzahar. He's level 17, 333 CS at 30 minutes, and he still hasn't got an on upgrade. He has the most gold in the entire game, and he doesn't have an on upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, really need
As
to...
they're going, oh, the coin flipping dragon now, no.
My...
Oh, Olaf's dead, boys. Oh, no.
Yeah, and this is going to be
That's still
a Dragon Sword
Goal
for
point.
Companion. Team, what's happening is kind of on Team Foxes, because they had a comeback window, and they kind of just chucked it back at Companions.
Yeah.
I don't know what this Morello from Ziggs is supposed to be doing.
I mean, me neither, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, cool.
You know, I like my crazy builds and my weird champions, but bro, I can't tell you what that Morellos is doing
I
in
know
this
what
game.
that Moral is doing. It's denying the 0-3 Olaf the healing.
Oh, holy
Oh.
Can't you
moly.
see he's carrying
You're
his team?
right. Actually, I think maybe, I don't know, Morgana's passive does heal as well, so the Morello is pretty insane when you think about it. It's not. And we might finally see an IE from MF.
Wait,
Going for the
why am
scimitar.
I? This is not good. No, I'm cringing. Help.
I feel like you may as well build IE instead of Essence Reaver if you're gonna wait that long.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
It's not a thing you see too often. So, I mean, with Ocean Soul, and you know, Foxes are gonna look to do what Ziggs are doing and build Grievous Wounds. If only they could swap. But
I mean, Odd isn't sitting in a side wave right now. I honestly
yeah,
would
they
have
need
on to the
big
side wave.
team. But I mean, they need to
They have
defend
enough wave
against
clear.
Ziggs Baron Siege.
Like, they have enough wave clear with Sivir and Malzahar. On could have just sat and got level 16. And finally upgraded Malzahar's Luden's Pulse. You know?
For sure.
The 350 CS Malzahar.
I think we're just gonna.
Almost death cap.
Yeah, I mean, when you're not getting fights where people dive into you or make mistakes, Malzahar's not a particularly high impact champion when he's getting outranged. So I don't know. Team Foxes just didn't find the tempo in this game, and Zatcho Charge just finishing off the tower. They're slowly breaking in. I feel like even without TP, Mord could be in the side lane, close enough to base. Rom getting chunked there, and I don't know. I think you just use bullet time to zone them here. No, okay, not even needed. So
On, please go and hit the midwave. Thank you. You need the 16,
they
please.
need to channel Orange Solo XP here.
But they're just gonna group and try and hold off the
Yeah,
tower,
yeah.
and that's what 3 towers and an inhib.
If they
Huh?
if they get double inhib, we're gonna be looking at just an Elder Dragon victory condition, and that just means that. We might
As
be
we're really
able to
going
get
for
a
this
fight.
big grab, as Otto comes out, they're chunking him. Look at the bullet time.
Wow.
They don't manage to get the Ziggs as Mr. Cheese is getting zoned
We
by
might be looking
Goblin
at
in
game
the
if
back.
this Malzahar dies. No, okay, he flashes
No,
away.
he's out, and it's gonna probably take double inhib and back off. Major Cheese almost dying to the Goblin.
They're moving. They're moving like they're trying to end.
I
don't know-
do not like this.
Yeah, the Barons ran out, and you can get Elder Drake. So
Never Grasp is up for the Malzahar as well. Like, if they get a really good fight here, like, they have enough wave clear to really push them off, and it is risky. So Never Grasp going onto the Jovan as he's dead, and
Yeah.
they're now going to turn their focus on Misfortune as she's kiting back. The Malzahar
And
going
Malzahar was
in.
probably gonna die. No. Okay. I mean, Mega Inferno Bomb's available, unless it's a spectator. Okay, right. I mean, that could have been game end with Mega Inferno Bomb into either of them.
I mean, it's still just like, what is going on in this game?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, they're
It's,
just coin flipping for no reason. Finally! Finally! The Luden's Pulse! Oh wait, is he getting Death Cap?
He's getting Death Crown.
Was this what it all was? We were
Yeah.
waiting for the Death Cap.
We're here. Now.
Ah, the big
We're
brain.
here. How much AP does Malzahar have?
How
It's
much
gonna be
does he
like
have?
it's gonna be like 950.
710.
Okay, that was a joke.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
I thought he'd be running Gathering Storm, honestly.
Hey, yeah, I don't know why he isn't. It doesn't.
I mean,
might be
maybe my
running
math is just
Sparks.
really off, but yeah, we'll see. So
Wow.
yeah, I mean, Foxers are gonna have to look to push out the waves as much as possible and make sure Elder Drake doesn't get taken somehow.
I will
They
say,
do
I
have two
feel-
teleports, so
I feel like this upgrade onto Malzahar is way too late, though. Like, yeah, you could argue that Death Cap is much better than having the Luden's Pulse, but you've been sat for the past, 10 minutes or so?
Yeah, and
Where-
Morgana, has the joint most deaths in the game, and it's like, what is that Zhonya's done? It's also,
Yeah.
I mean, Olaf should have just. I don't really know what this Spirit Visage is doing.
No.
Over something like Asterix.
Or even an adaptive helm.
Yeah, for sure. Because look, that magic resist isn't really doing him any favors.
Like, adaptive helm would have helped there. It reduces the damage over time from the same ability, and
Yeah,
they're just getting
looking
3
to
towers, and
wave.
they can't really contest here. You've got Infernal coming up with Elder coming up in about 30 seconds, and really Companions are just in the driver's seat, and they need to get out of the
They've been
way.
in the driver's seat apart from 3 minutes of this game, and that Malzahar Q damage. Holy. I mean, Mordekaiser has quite a lot of MR and there's no voids. That's the other thing about this Malzahar build. It slows down your void staff and you can't get Banshees or Zonia, so you're incredibly vulnerable without flash.
I do want to
Yes,
say
it's
Misfortune built Infinity Edge 4 item.
Oh, I mean, she made it.
Finally got it.
She made it.
She made it, boys. She's hit a power spike at 36 minutes into the game.
Oh, and they're just gonna dare
This is...
Boxers to walk into their bot side jungle. Okay, and
That's a
wow.
big job and ult, but on into the back line. And
We're doing work here.
Oh, the
And that
one
was gonna-
coming
that's gonna
out
be the
as
game
it
for
just killed
Companions.
every... Oh my god, what did I just witness?
You witnessed the Wombo combo.
That's a wombo and a half.
That's a lot of
Holy
flashes.
moly.
I don't know. Companions letting Team Foxes know that they're
It's game 1 to
they don't like
Companions
being the
very-
underdogs, do they?
I mean, that's a very decisive win if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. Okay. Like I discussed with Jason earlier, he's gonna cast game 2, and then I'll be back for game 3.
Correcto.
Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, I'll let you guys.
What a way to
back.
finish this game, I would say. Especially after Team Foxes saw everybody in that bush and all got a beautiful knock-up to kind of save the day. I think it would have been a 4v5 afterwards if he just entered there. They decided, no, let's all walk up into the small corridor. They don't have an MF ulti, and yeah. GG's to Companions for taking the first win of the day. And that brings us to the post-game analysis, and look at the damage charts here. We can see that Malzahar was doing so well, and I can just agree with you guys. Why did he not get the on-up gate earlier? Because that would have definitely at least given them one strong thing in these team fights, because Sivir and Olaf were completely out-damaged.
This is so sad, though. Like, if you look at the damage graph from even Companions, Misfortune's Itemization really put her behind in the damage output. If she'd had IE so much earlier, she would have been able to just bullet time and shred people over having that rapid fire cannon. And I really do question why they waited so long for that on upgrade onto Malzahar. What was the reasoning? And I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we will never know, but we will head into a small break for both casters' purposes as well as team purposes. So we will be right back with you in exactly, what is it? Oh, of course, 3 minutes and 3 seconds. So see you guys in just a second. Enjoy the music. And there we go. Welcome back, everybody, once again to the TG Diamond, sorry, TG Platinum League. We do have the semifinals between the Companions and Team Foxes, with Foxes dropping one game here and Companions just looking very strong and composed. Wouldn't say clean game, but definitely seemed like they had something in mind when they came in from starting in the draft and going to the game. They just completely followed their path until they won the game with a very with a very suppressing matter of camping in a bush there, as well as one lucky boy winning our bet here. The 20% chance of winning that bet, getting a lot of points in the Twitch chat. So make sure to join us all when it comes to betting. And now we should be ready for the second game. So let me just get the lobby open and let's have a look if both teams are already looking forward for game number 2 here. Definitely Team Fox is looking now to redeem themselves, now on the red side, of course. And add to the casting thing. Yeah. Back links. Doesn't find you, by the way. You have to link your account. So. You have to link your league account on Challenger Mode? On that? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll drop you the spectator as the virtual draft.
It'll be ready for game 3 anyway. So
yeah. Okay, so virtual draft coming your way in just a second here, boys. Everybody in the Twitch chat, make sure you're ready because they just started. It's a Companions off now on the blue side, leading the series 1-0, taking out the Corky right away. There will be Team Foxes now with the response, and
I really wonder what they're going to do here. Like, Team Foxes went in with the strategy of, we're going to scale and we're going to hit hard. They're going for a similar ban with the Wukong again. I wonder if the Darius comes back out again, but, like, what are they going to do? All they've really shown is they like to play these scaling games, and against Companions, they've tried to scale and it hasn't worked. Do they try and go back again, or they try something new? We haven't seen them do much. And as well, losing the first game in a best of 5 can really put your team at a major disadvantage if you're not prepared to play in a best of 5.
Yeah. I mean, most likely we'll see something new here because Companions kind of just played it safe and composed, and Team Foxes had a good draft as well, I would dare to say, but didn't execute on it. So maybe they're looking for something easier to execute. Also, the Olaf was a questionable pick here in the jungle, considering the rest of the draft was mainly focused on getting to the late game. So you would have at least loved early game jungler that can keep the balance a bit. And Olaf just farming it up all game did not help the teams here. As we see Silas off the table, as well as the Trundle, the King of the Trolls, not being played in this second game here. Now the last band coming through here from Companions in this first rotation. Let's see if they have anything in mind.
Quickly for Twitch chat, Aiden is away for this game. So it's just me and Jason.
Yes.
But
Aiden got benched.
So this shows that Companions cannot play Aphelios. Team Foxes banned it on the red side, and Companions being blue side and banning the Aphelios just shows that they cannot play it. And Jarvan first lock-in for Companions is a bit brave, I would say.
I mean, it worked for them at the first game. It didn't seem to be punished. I mean, if I see an Olaf against a Jarvan, I give the edge to the Olaf, and that didn't happen. So why not pick it again?
They're just running it back. They're running it back. Oh, no.
The Foxes is like, wait a minute. We didn't do bad on those champions. Let's pick him again. Companions like, déjà vu. Anyways, enough of song memes.
I don't know why they picked Morgana here. I think the Malzahar was really good. And especially when On is open, like, please don't do the same draft. Like, I don't want to see the same draft, but like, I think Ziggs is fine into Malzahar if he doesn't go Lichbane. I think the Lichbane last game was very bad. He doesn't get many all attacks off, and especially into Malzahar and Morgana that have already been picked up by Foxes. If they go for something like the On again, or even a heavy diving tank like Shen or Maokai, this Lichbane's not even going to be that good. Like, he gets more out of going Leandries or even a magic pen item like Void Staff.
I'm really surprised about them just...
How did you get through this draft?
Exactly. Like, what are these bands right now? I can
So
get behind
Yumi gets picked up.
the Wukong, sorry. But I cannot really get behind the Trundle and the Darius. That's like,
No.
I don't get this.
I get the Darius. Like, Companions' top laner is a really good Darius player, and I understand it. He's a very good Wukong. But the Trundle?
There's so many counters to it, isn't it? Like,
Yeah. And they pick Xayah. The Xayah pickup here is really weird as well. Like, there's so many better R3 80 carries that are still left on the table. As a banning Ezreal to take it away from the Yuumi, but you've got the likes of Jinx still being up. You've got the likes of Twitch, Vayne. Even Misfortune is still on the table.
even
and,
AP carry with Yumi works.
Yeah.
So,
like, Yuumi is sort of like, why is it in this draft?
okay, but yeah, the Yumi here definitely just another very easy to execute pick for the
Seju
companions.
coming out. That makes sense. Siva? Okay. I don't know where these bands are going, but Siva, I don't think Siva was the problem. And I think if companions play Siva, they're kind of giving you a lot. You have Xayah Morgana into Siva Yuumi. Like, that's not really a good lane for Siva Yuumi, you know? So
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense, the Siva ban, unless they're really picking something in the jungle that, like, the likes of Zac or something, that you need to have that Siva spell shield away. But even then, like, Shen being taken off the table, it makes me think that Night9 is potentially going to play Camille, or wanting to play Camille. But Zac coming out, like I predicted, Zac is very good for their team comp. It allows them to dive in onto the backlines of the Ziggs, who doesn't really have much mobility. And taking away Siva, I mean, there's not many AD carriers left that you really want to pair with Yuumi that have much mobility. But I feel like Misfortune is so free for companions here with Yuumi. Like,
Yeah, and I do like the Zac pickup. It's something new from Foxes. This, if he doesn't show any proactivity on this pick, then I don't know anymore. But yeah, the Olaf is a bit harder to play, I would say, compared to the Zac. Zac is just straightforward, jump in, kill. You know, because he's tanky, he got the knockup. If he goes Aftershock, he's unkillable as well. Like, what more do you want? And now the Yuumi Vayne. Oh boy.
oh no. Okay. So Vayne is not as bad as people would think into this matchup. I mean, I played it into the Caitlyn, and I proved that Vayne's not bad into bad matchups if you play it correctly. But Vayne has one champion that she beat so far in this game, which is Zac. She gets destroyed in lane by Xayah Morgana. She can't move forward in a team fight because Mel's out, and they're just not Garen. With Garen, Yuumi is pretty, unless that's a Vayne top.
Oh, that would be cheeky.
That would be cheeky, yeah. And they go Garen, Yuumi bot
I
lane.
like this. I like giving
I
us...
like the Soraka answer, actually, boys.
Oh, no.
Oh, the Soraka top lane. They've done it.
Okay, let's go. I'm excited for this one. I don't know if it's memes or not, but I'm excited for this one. Stream is ready for champion selection, so let's have a look at what they have in mind for the second game. Now that we saw the drafts, we will open the betting as always. Make sure to do exclamation mark points, then exclamation mark bet on the side, blue or red, and then anything between 10 and 10k will work. Wow.
I will say,
Yes.
the Team Foxes are taking one out of Team XD book here with the Soraka pick. We beat them in scrims with the Soraka back in the day when I was playing top lane. So I expect a lot from my boy Night9 piloting that Soraka I beat him with.
Randy Random here coming in. I just like both drafts. I feel you, man. I'm not happy about this, but we will enjoy the show. Like, that's at least the smallest thing we can do here. But let's go ahead. Thank you for the follows as well, boys. We've been seeing you in chat. Let's keep it up. And yeah, let's go companions. And let's go Team Foxes. We are waiting for second game to come through here. Also, Mr. Kaz, you cannot bet 5,000 if you don't have the points. So you want to do exclamation mark points first to check how much you can actually bet. Or if you don't care, you just do bet blue all. There we go. Good job. I also did it now in the correct order.
I think I'm gonna bet this game. We're gonna bet. We'll do that. I feel like companions have a really good draft if they flex. Like, I think Garen Yuumi into Xayah Morgana wouldn't even be that bad. But I feel like if they leave the Vayne bot lane, they're setting themselves up for a lot of failure. And it's ideally around the point of Vayne can't really get into fights. She has the Yuumi that can go invisible and follow her, but like, what is she gonna do? You've got the Nethergrass from Malzahar, you've got the Zac who can easily just bounce around and disrupt you, and the constant feathers flying around everywhere, on top of the sustain coming out from Soraka. It's gonna be a very hard game for Pyro to play, and if it is Pyro piloting the Vayne, we may be able to see his extent of his Vayne. And I just hope they send the Vayne top lane. For the love of me, I hope Vayne goes top lane right now.
Well, the Garen's locked in top so far.
Yeah. I feel like Garen gets really beaten by Soraka in the top lane as well. He can't really get in on her. She can place the
I mean, neutrally speaking, Garen gets beaten by Soraka, but this is the TG Platinum League. You never know. This might be one tweak OTP, a million points Garen versus first time Soraka. So, you know, give it the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, I agree. And the only reason I'm not betting on Team Foxes this time around is most likely because of what the jungler did last time around when he had an Olaf, and now he has a Zac, so an even more proactive champion that can do stuff. And yeah, I'm not feeling it from that jungler, so I'm just going to give it to blue side with my bet as well. You bet on blue as well, I believe? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I bet on blue. As much as I dislike either draft, I think the way Companions played last game and the way Foxes played last game, from the draft alone, just makes me think the game is going to go exactly how it did last time. Yes, Foxes kind of have a few more tools to play with this game, but they don't really have that good of an engage. Zac can go in, but what's Zac going to do when he's in, you know?
Exactly.
Looking at the team, they have Morgana.
The follow-up is the problem here. I don't see any follow-up. Like, Soraka running in is like running into her death because 6E, 6W, Yuumi ultimate, Jarvan Cataclysm. Like, there's so many ways to deny and just single out the Zac, even though it's not the pick you should be focusing on teamfight, obviously. But if that guy goes in and his team doesn't follow up, it's literally just Melsa like silence from a mile away, and then Xayah maybe pressing Q, and that's it. You know, these champions don't have insane range compared to the Ziggs and the Yuumi. But then again, it's also Vayne, who needs to be a bit closer in teamfights. So there's maybe a way of playing around this pickup. But yeah, 30 seconds left before we go into the spectator delay, as we see all the bets coming through.
So it's no swap A's Garen top lane into Soraka. I'm not a fan.
They can still send Pyro in top lane, like they can still flex it around. But
it's probably unlikely. I mean, we've seen Pyro play Vayne before. He didn't really have that much of a good game on it. And his top lane, it did show a lot of success on these breezery type carry top laners. He played Darius last time with the Yuumi. Now he has the Garen with the Yuumi. And I just feel like if Soraka doesn't use her silence properly, she dies. I feel like if Vayne oversteps, she dies. If Zac engages incorrectly, he doesn't get anything, and the enemy team just dive onto his backline and they die. Yeah. Yuumi is just...
I'm just looking forward to all the deaths here. This is going to be a bloodbath, hopefully.
If this is not a bloody game, and for some reason, like, they go even, and there's, like, one kill again at, like, up to 20 minutes, I don't even know what to say anymore, you know?
I mean, I am on somewhat... Yeah, in some way I'm happy about this draft, because it's, like... Good. It's not another 35-minute game. We see like one exciting team fight in the end. I mean, there was two exciting team fights in the last game: the Baron fight and then the finishing, the final fight. So those two team fights were interesting, at least. The Baron one being the more interesting there, of course, because it was so fucking close. But yeah, if you get another game like that, I would probably fall asleep spectating. But now with these lineups, I'm at least looking for some action here, especially level 1. Like Morgana binding, Zac E, maybe even a silence coming to her by Malzahar, like so that there's no flash coming at the Soraka side. Like there's a way of level 1 being super strong on Team Foxes. But yeah, let's see if they capitalize on the champions. Of course, it would end a bit their lanes, but I mean, yeah, if you get that first blood on, like for example, the Xayah or the Malzahar, or even the Soraka, you would be so far ahead in your lane already.
I mean, I'm hoping that I'm praying right now that Soraka goes corrupting top first on like first items, If not, I'm going to be a little sad.
If she goes Cull, I'm leaving the game.
If she goes anything but like Corrupting Pot or Dark Seal when she leaves the fountain, I'm just going to question it, because I don't think D-Ring is that good on Soraka top, especially when like all you are going to be the entire laning phase is, oh, I'm farming until I hit 6 and then I hold my ult for my team. Oh,
Yeah.
I got 3 assists, that's 3 Dark Seal stacks. Oh, it means my wave clear is now stronger from doing absolutely nothing. And I feel like if she goes Corrupting Pot, she can abuse Garen on a few early levels, go back and get the D-Ring, and then be able to just ult people. And I think Companions going into this game, the level 1 strat, they need to sit somewhere all together in a bush and just cheese them, because it's obvious they're going to invade with Morgana Zac. And they have Yuumi, Vayne, Ziggs. Like, Jarvan's not bad at level 1 if he goes flag. He can just boost up Vayne's damage output, and Garen's not too bad. You know, he can get hit by a binding, but it's really going to be on the level 1 from...
Yeah, level 1 Garen is squishy, so it's not the worst, but yeah. Oh, Soraka also going that barrier, so no TP. I mean, it makes sense if you look into lane and how the champion works, but this will also mean that Master is the only one that can join teamfights from afar, and with Garen and Ziggs having both TP, that is already a late game outplay potential there with Garen split push and Ziggs split push, which is not the most common, but it could drag the team out from Team Foxes.
Do you see the issue yet, Jason?
Yes.
Do you see the Vayne?
No, I haven't looked at it. Oh, yikes. Yeah. Okay.
Vayne has gone cleanse into Malzahar.
I mean, the best the attacker can get behind, even though there's only one tank on the enemy team.
I would have gone Halo Blades in this match.
And
Halo
exactly.
Blades
It gives you a little bit of lane power as well, you know, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, we enter the game now. You'll be seeing summoner spells pretty soon. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Let's just turn this off. This on. Wait.
I mean, they've gone Exhaust Ignite on the side of Team Foxes. I do really like that from the bot lane.
Oh.
I'm not a fan of this cleanse from Vayne though. Oh. Second post.
No. It just takes some time to load up. There we go. There we go. Now we can finally get into the game. They are spawning in.
She went D-Ring. Unlucky. I mean, standard items, I don't agree with the 6 Corrupting Pot like Aiden said last game. But it'll be interesting to see what they do. I'm surprised neither team has picked Volibear up either. I think after we showed Volibear in our series, it's something I would have hoped to have seen so far.
I'm already disappointed, man. Like, where's the... Where's the invade, man? You got the Morgana, you're sick. Like, why are you just sitting there doing nothing? Come on. But yeah, Major Cheese being the only one that's moving at least. Everybody else is just standing still and looking at each other.
Oh, he's doing it again. Okay, my bet on Companions is already winning. He's backed and he's bought the lens, which I honestly I really question what Team Foxes is doing here with Morgana sitting in the bush, where Zac ideally should be sitting, you know, to get the early ward off back and get the Oracle lens. It's another one of those situations where Zac needs to clear to ward the bush to get a gank off. He needs to make sure there is no ward for his E, or is very like he's a very telegraphed champion. Unless you're coming from Fog of War, it's very easy to see where Zac is going to go. And a standard start again, just splitting the map.
I mean, the most interesting part is Zac actually starting on the top side. That means they will not meet, and there could be a potential outplay already for Team Foxes on the bot lane with the stronger bot lane carries here, and the Zac being there in a few minutes.
And I think, especially with you're effectively only aiming for one champion. Vayne doesn't really have a long dash range either.
Yeah.
It is a very easy lane to gank, but Zac just looking like he's just going to clear his top side, and I'm hoping he doesn't gank top lane.
Aiden joined the Twitch chat and he goes, did they really go Malzahar 6 again?
Yeah, they did.
I mean, this will just be the farming lane. I think we haven't seen a single gank in the mid lane at all, like last time around. Level 2
Alright.
advantage on the bot lane, but nothing happening besides them angrily stepping up and looking at each other.
Vayne missing 2 CS on the first wave though, like
Yeah.
easy to know. Xayah are not getting too much either. Like Xayah's what, down 6?
Yeah, she's done the whole wave already.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm not even gonna comment on it. You know? Should have cried.
Fine.
But
She didn't
Jarvan
crit.
is now looking topside.
Yeah, Jarvan here actually brilliant pathing, I must say. Realizing that the whole jungle of the Zac is cleared and his top laner has the wave pushed in, so he's just wasting time right now. Yeah, my brilliant pathing was sarcastic for Twitch chat in case you didn't realize, but yeah. At this point, you're just looking to full clear again, back into the bot lane crap, and maybe meet the Zac because you have prior on the mid lane, but then again, your bot lane does not have prior, so yeah, just get one crab, recall, see where to go from there.
Or something. Yeah, control ward, base back out, rune bot lane. I think that's the easiest thing for Jarvan to do right now.
Just help out your Vayne Yumi lane, that's all you need to
I mean, Zac going for a full clear yet again. 2 games in a row. He doesn't have Oracle Lens.
It's okay, man, he's playing Zac, it's not like he can do level 2 gank, you know?
Yeah, it's not like he has one of the freest ganks in the game, you know?
Yeah. Or maybe he's just like UW maxing, he doesn't level E at all until like level 5, you know? Maybe that is the case.
Well, you're leaking my new bot lane strategy. What the hell, Jason?
Wow. But yeah, Zac now finally getting the Scarlet Cup for himself as well. Lucky man to be still getting one, considering Jarvan even had the time to go all the way back to the bot side after clearing the top side.
So he gets full clear plus bottom crap. He's like 4.5 now, level wise, and is he gonna stay on the map?
Oh, they're gonna meet actually. So they have been spotted each other, yeah, both dropping the ward there, so both are being seen and revealed.
Look at Oracle Lens, look how useful it is.
Yeah. And they have a bit of aggressiveness in the bottom lane, but it's not really doing anything so far. It's yet another stall game. No blood spilled so far, and I'm sad, man.
Look at Soraka go! Soraka's beating him up! What?
Yeah, those bananas are really hurting, man. I mean, the Eri does probably more damage than her auto attacks at this point.
Yeah, it does. It does.
But hey, the Q is finally landing, and at least she's punishing Xander here for stepping up on the tower and trying to contest the CS, even though she's down in CS and he still has to pick up the whole wave here.
Imagine if she had corrupting pot here though.
Yeah, she will already have killed them, but...
Yeah. Unlucky.
Also, I know you... Ooh, Jarvan here looking for something cheeky on the bottom lane, and the interesting part I wanted to point out just now is this Infernal Drake. It will be most likely whoever gets that will have a really good advantage and transition into the mid game. We see Jarvan now moving up. He has not been spotted yet, and he's gonna knock out both.
It's a really nice plug and drag as Yumi just moves over and they burn 2 flashes there?
No, one flash, but that was a very late Black Shield.
Okay.
And Morgana playing with her life there. If there's an Ignite coming out from the cat, I'm pretty sure one auto would have killed Morgana.
Soraka might kill Garen top if she plays up. Nah, he just backs. Unlucky.
So question, I don't play Soraka top at all, so I have no clue. But wasn't it better to like have Exhaust instead of Barrier?
No, Barrier is fine.
It is?
Into Garen is fine. I mean, I probably would have just gone TP anyway.
I just feel
TP
like
allows you to get so much more.
I just feel like the Exhaust gives you extra kill pressure as well as survivability if he goes full on you, you know?
In most lanes, you don't have kill pressure.
Yeah, but against the
some
Garen
reason,
or
because-
Vayne, you have kill pressure, right? That's the only two people that could have gone top here, so...
I just think Barrier is fine, especially going into the later half of the game, where she really wants the Barrier. Oh no. Oh no.
He is level 6 and he's hacking and smashing and he's gonna flash. What?
Well, Barrier!
Okay, I take it all back. The Barrier is the hero play here. But Jarvan is not done yet.
Looking for...
Oh, that did not cancel it. She cancelled it herself.
She just saw it and panicked, you know?
And she has enough mana to at least get one silence Q out. Oh no.
Oh no, they're gonna dive. Oh no.
Well, first blood is coming to her, predicted. Senna's gonna pick that one up for himself. He's gonna... Oh, actually?
Oh!
Hold on.
Oh! Oh, hold on! Soraka?
No, why are you standing in the E? Hello? She had the perfect outplay. Just keep running around the tower. You to survive that. But no, she runs into the Garen. He spin to win once again. But yeah, called it. Garen gets the first blood here of this game. Unlucky.
Okay. I'm gonna make a bet now, okay? Next draft phase from Team Foxes, Garen will be banned. I've got a feeling.
I mean, Garen already having double dagger here. It's just like he's going most likely the Phantom Dancer first item.
Yeah.
So he's going to be unkillable for the Soraka.
I mean, he could just go the Triforce into Phantom Dancer build here as well.
Sure. Or
And that would help him like tremendously, especially when Jarvan can go like Black Cleaver first item's not that bad if Garen's going Triforce, and
he's going
it'll really help.
the ultimate troll build and he's going into Nashor's Tooth.
True.
You know, but hey, good things. Blue buff donated to Zig, so he has at least some pushing power. Also, still waiting for his blue buff to spawn, seeing as both jungles started on opposite map. And
Soraka didn't buy Dark Seal.
I'm interested in what Zach is trying to do. I mean, this is proactive, so I like it, but so far he hasn't done anything yet with it. And they kind of know something is up.
He's just leashing XP.
Yeah.
Like,
Vayne's spider senses are tingling. She's not stepping up at all. Very smart here. And Java now visiting the top lane to the flashless Soraka.
not again. Wait, Soraka can kill him.
I mean...
No, never mind.
Oh!
What? The
One
Soraka
Q,
roll?
come on! No!
I
Sander has slain the knights. And the knight goes down. Let's go Team Foxes. Is the Wong Chi in this Companions game, because Companions is now 2-0 in this game. And the Infernal Drake has been started on the other side of the map, since we saw Jarvan on the top side. And I did say whoever gets this will have a better mid game, but yeah.
Jarvan is running pretty fast. Like, they know they're on it. They've still got the Mega Inferno Bomb and
Oh no.
coming out. That's
Oh.
big damage.
I expected
He'll-
that comment to steal it. I saw it. In my head it was there. Ziggs has stolen the Drake, but no. Luckily
I
they
will
pick
say-
it up.
Like I said in the first game, Sander really showing that he's actually a really good top laner. And my prediction being like they have to play her on top lane. I think the strongest laner is Sander, and he has shown all this prowess on these fighters.
You do have to give credit where credit is due, and last time out we saw both mid laners actually having a really solid game. So both Team Foxes and the Companions have just, when it comes to mages at least, a very solid laning phase in the mid lane, without dying a lot and still being ahead in the game. Yeah, Jarvan.
No, they know.
I don't know how they would know, but okay, now they spot him. Okay, on the walls.
As soon as Vayne walks up like that with Yuumi, she walked around the like caster minion. It's a really obvious like bot lane stat that a lot of bot laners do subconsciously when a jungler comes. They're like, oh, I'll move in front of my caster minions. But then it's really obvious, because why would you do that when you've been playing behind them this entire time? It's just unnecessary movement that really gives away your something.
What's really surprising is Vayne Yuumi is supposed to lose this lane super hard, but look at the gold difference as well as the CS. So CS is down ahead 20 CS of Desire, as well as gold, where she's already 300 gold ahead, and that's.
I just think it's very different. Like honestly, it happened last game. He had a lane where Major Cheese should be up in CS. He had the Severance and the Misfortune. This game he's got the Zyre into the Vayne, and he's falling behind on CS again and again and again.
And I don't want to say this, but the Stinger is in the inventory, so there's still the Trinity Force, of course, but I'm believing in the Nashor's Tooth here.
Yeah, we pray for Nashor's Tooth here. AP Garen on the lane, boys.
Let's go. AP Garen.
Let's go.
It was his E, right? Or, no. I forgot. I haven't played game.
Yeah, I haven't played Garen in a long time.
Whatever. Oh yeah, one thing scales with AP. Yeah, well, if it's Nashor's Tooth, it doesn't really matter since it's auto-attack based.
I mean, Soraka still hasn't picked up a Dark Seal. I don't know.
She's 0-2 at this point. I don't question it anymore. I'm just like, she predicted this, so.
I mean, it's fine, because even then, like, the sooner you buy a Dark Seal, the sooner you have a chance of your team being like, oh hey, my team want to fight, I got an ult off, that's one stack of Dark Seal, and it adds up very quickly, and especially the longer you have it in your inventory. Zach coming out just a little bit late on the engage, as they both dive in onto Zach ulting away as the TP comes in from Malzahar, Soraka throwing down the silence as they're just going to back off and get first tower.
Okay. That was so anticlimactic. So TP completed just so that they can turn around and not even save the tower. That was... I mean, Zach being in the top lane, I don't question that. I actually have to congratulate him for that, because this means Zoraka is not getting dove here. But then going in, that's questionable. You don't have damage. Like, neither Zach nor Zoraka are able to kill Garen and Jarvan at this point of the game, seeing as both already have an XP advantage and item advantage, so...
I will say Pyro's Vayne is already much better than mine. He did not condemn a minion there. I thought he gets player of the game.
Top 10 saddest enemy endings was indeed you condemning that minion, because you could have won that trade so hard. But,
Yeah.
For everybody who doesn't know what we're speaking about, sucks to be you, because you went here in the last semifinals. Better tune in next time on twitch.tv/connecting esports.
Yeah, I still did well that game, even though I condemned a minion.
Yes. The minions will hate you forever.
I was just calming down from the Kindred game, that's all it was.
Indeed.
Had to give them a chance to finish.
I do like Ziggs going for the Ludens once again here.
I see that Sapphire Crystal. Is he?
Yeah,
not
but
going
exactly, but I don't like the Sapphire Crystal. I have a big issue with this one, seeing as everybody's ranged on the enemy team besides the Zach, so yeah. If he's in auto attack range, I believe he's gonna die. But hey. It's for the wave clear, you know, like the caster minions.
Oh, the nice engage back onto Zach. Magana is just getting zoned up because she black shielded the Zaya. Zaya flashing with the E. Holy, that damage coming out. And Vayne is not dead as they're going forward. And the TP getting stopped by the Malzahar silence. What ever.
Man, that was...
I feel like that's a really good trade for Foxes though, right?
That was a good trade for Foxes indeed. That is a 1-for-1, that is what you want. Like, your ADC is surviving, the enemy ADC is going down, with the next Drake coming up in 5 seconds and only losing your support who's already respawned by now. That's not a bad trade, as well as cancelling the TP on the Garen. That was a clutch play there, but they have started the Drake, and Soraka is nowhere close. She does not have ultimate available, she has no TP to join this team fight, and I believe that's just an uncontested Drake going over.
I question, how has Ziggs got a bounty? But Malzahar doesn't. He has had a bounty from 120 CS this game.
I was looking at CS and stuff like that, but I think it's mainly just him being in lane a lot without taking damage.
It's a weird one.
Yeah, because Malza's taking a lot of damage in lane by poke, but he's not poking back at all, so maybe it's that. But I cannot explain you the white spaghetti code. Good play actually on the blue buff, so they realize they don't have control on their own blue buff as Zach is moving on. Oh, you don't want to go for the smite there, just get away. And they...
Like, Garen's already attaching to the Yuumi. Yuumi is the other way around. Yuumi already attaching to the Garen.
I mean, emotionally, you can still attach to the Yuumi, but yes.
I mean, true. Who wouldn't want to? That cat is adorable. Like,
no, but yeah, top lane now under fire here. Malza actually, oh, good Ziggs ultimate here. This might save the tower, and it will. Oh no, I see something doomy coming up the river. And she's face checking. No.
Oh. That was a very nice silence. Holy moly.
Yeah, that silence saved her, but like, what? You see the Ziggs bomb coming, like you see the angle at which the bomb is coming in, so you know where they're coming from. And then you still go to face check as now the monster flashes forward. He's gonna go for the ultimate on this, the Ziggs, and this Space 8's taking down the Ziggs there. Definitely well-deserved outplay potential.
I feel like this is a much better game for Team Foxes as mid laner. I don't know, the jungle has played that really well this game.
He got that shutdown, you know, so
yeah.
Nobody in the UA.
Shutdown. There shouldn't have been a shutdown, but yeah.
The unexplainable shutdown has been collected as Garen is now pushing into the tier 2 in the top lane. And Soraka is recalling to match him, but I don't think she has what it takes to fight the Trinity Force Garen. I mean, if he recalls, this guy can buy Trinity. He's sitting on the 700 gold, it's only 333, so...
Our worst fear has been realized. That Sapphire Crystal has been built into a Sheen.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Wait, Sheen builds in multiple things, there's still hope, you know?
What is he gonna build?
Iceborne Gauntlet.
that wouldn't be too bad, actually.
But yeah. Now, a bit of stall coming to. Next objective would have been Drake coming up, seeing as the Herald has 20 seconds remaining before spawning, but nobody's in the vicinity, so I believe that one will not even be picked up or looked at. And the first tower took, of course, down the first tower of the game in the top side for the companions, which explains this little bit of a gold lead as well as a 3-2 score. And now botlane pushing in. I feel like Pyro's getting more and more confident here. Like, he's in the losing matchup and he's kind of stepping up.
I'm really questioning the Vayne build here, though. Like, Blade will only help you with one champion this game.
Yeah, the only champ that can go on you. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
So,
but I feel like if you really want to, have this a large amount of damage output on the Vayne, you would get way more of just going straight IE here, and you can build Blade later on. IE would just help with the 2v2, where Blade is just one of those situations where if Zac ganks, it's wonderful. If Zac doesn't gank in 2v2, and you have a Yuumi, it's kind of like,
one thing I have to point out is, like, Zac, again, not his best game, not his most proactive game, but he's back in the bottom lane now for the second time in this game. As we see the engage activity on the other side here, the companions just using the Yuumi ultimate to thin out the wave. But yeah, I wanted to say, why does not Zac visit the mid lane as soon as Malsa hit level 6? Because that's a free kill every time that the flash is up on Malsa. And just like knock him up from Fog of War, go for Malsa ultimate, it's a dead 6 every time.
There's so many things that have gone wrong in this game that we're questioning, like, why is this and why is that? I think the real question we should be asking is, what are they going to do next?
Yeah, and this Herald being picked up and collected by the Jarvan makes me happy, at least, because it looked like nobody's going to pay attention to it. But this means that they have another way of breaking open the map. And
Dragons 45 seconds.
Yeah, where do you reckon they would drop this Herald to make most out of it? They could save it for Baron play, actually, with the Garen.
Mid is really good. Like, if they got mid prior right now and they moved straight mid with the Rift Herald, they could then easily just go to Dragon and get the second Dragon of the game for companions here.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best thing you do. Your team really does like the Cloud Dragons. You want to deny as many Cloud Dragons as you can from the enemy team, as it is Xayah, Malzahar.
Soraka? Yeah, like exactly.
You do not want to let them have a single Cloud Dragon, as it looks like we are going to get most likely an explosive fight in the river. My bets are, like, they're not moving to place the Herald. Jarvan's moving to place the Herald.
Oh, yeah. They're going for the play, but in the meantime, they're losing all their vision in the pit. And look at the inventory here real quick. We don't have any more control wards.
We have 2 on the side of...
Oh wait, never mind. There's one being played. Yeah, I didn't see the top side. So Jarvan Garen has still control wards, but the
Vayne is bot lane right now.
The Herald actually is my issue. It's getting taken out before it reaches the tower.
Oh, Morgana almost dying as they catch up with Zac. Xayah going in for the defensive ultimate as he pulls back those feathers as they try and take out the Zac, but they're just dying.
Kill and she's surviving. And the Soraka here comes to in the end there, but that was major. She's majorly surviving with 1 HP. And
how you meant that, actually.
I'm not sure if they can still go for this.
Like, they can.
I'm talking for Team Foxes.
Wait, what is Pyro doing?
Okay, he dodges it, and Jungler's dead, so this should be just uncontested. Team Foxes should just back off. There's nothing you can do here. Even if you get a kill, you don't have smite. And yeah, you're outnumbered as well. That was questionable. I don't know why Team Foxes just didn't go for the reset or like try to at least get like the top lane to 1. It's super low. You could have sent Soraka up there by the time you lost that team fight. And major cheese.
Not ultimate, and he's dead.
Yeah,
Garen's a balanced champion, boys.
And I have to compliment Garen, not for the Trinity build, but actually for the 800 gold item. That's of course denying the healing here. So something is done right. Somebody realizing that healing could be an issue when you have on the other side the Zac and the Soraka.
Ziggs was building the Morello last game for the next game, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Saving it for the next game, you know?
Thinking ahead. And Zac picking up that blue buff here is also...
True.
Yeah. Let's see if Jarvan is a nice jungler. Yes, he will donate.
Yeah. Okay. You know, I have a lot of respect for this Jarvan. In both games so far, he's done so much for his team. In game 1, he was setting up a lot of aggressive plays on the Jarvan to get his team ahead. Now, back on the Jarvan again, he's diving into the backline. He's throwing down very, very good cataclysms.
Yeah, but he's so low. What are you doing, my man? Just back off. Oh my god, do you see that damage coming through already? But he's now in a bit of a pickle.
He's dead.
See, this is what I've called for. This is exactly my sentence from before. Why don't you do this since level 6 all the time in mid lane? You get a kill every, 5 minutes? And by now that could have been, how many kills? 4 extra kills on the Malzahar? Like, come on.
I think it's even less than 5 minutes.
I mean, Flash is 5 minutes on Ziggs, so that's what I'm saying.
All it takes is Zac to hit Ziggs.
Exactly,
you know?
but yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You're relying too much on Zac, seeing as how he has played so far. But yeah, they're finally picking up the first tier 2 of this game, so that's actually not a bad
They
situation.
could continue going. And Vayne and Yuumi are still here as the minions coming out from Malzahar are just doing a lot. They could endlessly wave clear. Xayah is just picking up so much CS as they're able to free it. They don't have the Ziggs to wave clear.
Oh no. They're focusing the tower though, so this is good so far. But yeah, what
Look
the
at
hell?
Jarvan hitting you, holy moly.
Jarvan flashing forward just to scare them off. I was like, Jarvan, you're about to die. But yeah, luckily he had, of course, still the... I forgot the name. Stargurns. Gargoyles downplayed in his inventory. See, he had a little bit of survivability still, but yeah, that flash was questionable.
I mean, the Malzahar damage was very weird though. Like, Jarvan lost all of his health bar very quickly from Malzahar.
Wait, who's flaming who? Wait, what's going on in the Twitch chat? I looked away for a second and there's all caps flaming something. Oh, okay, his sketch is just beam. Okay, now I saw it. Hey, sketch, welcome to the Twitch chat. I didn't see that. Yeah, that was okay. Now it makes sense. I had to scroll all the way up there. Yeah.
Right, so I need to do another speech for sketch. Is this what needs to happen?
Connecting Esports team still. I feel you, Aiden, but yeah, we cannot help you. Sorry. You're completely left alone with your team in this competitive environment. But yeah, we see once again. Vayne here in the bottom lane, feels like she's been home here forever, and I'm surprised she hasn't finished the second item by now. As we see the other bottom lane here, Major Cheese and the Sushi Morgana here in the top side, looking to maybe break down that tier 1 finally, and gold-wise, they're pretty close now. Let's have a look at actually gold distribution in... Oh no, Zach, please just get out there so I can finish my sentence, thank you. Okay, oh no, he's going back. Okay, I'm gonna... Wait for the gold
Soraka is not having a fun game, but you pick Soraka to not have a fun game, so it's one of those. I mean, Garen's almost at his Phantom Dancer now.
Yeah.
And I think as soon as he gets his Phantom Dancer, Yuumi attaches to him, and they run in and kill everyone.
I'm hoping to see an Infinity Edge Garen this time around, not gonna lie.
Super. They're going for the Baron?
Yeah, this is a desperation play, but it makes sense, looking as you have the kind of bot lane closer, like... Don't forget, Vayne is on the bottom side of the map. She's moving up. She's going to be... Oh my god, so much damage coming to Ziggs already. Oh!
Finding hits onto Jarvan is just bouncing on top of Zac. Zac has nowhere to go. He's running out of mana. Jarvan going back in. Catalysm onto 2 as the Nethergrass goes onto the Garen. The Yuumi ult coming out as Vayne is kiting freely. She gets 2, flashing backwards. The next focus is Morgana. The late actor coming out as... Oh
no, the triple kill, she gets shut down, and now Ziggs is trying his damage to get out.
Wait, he ulted a million! Wait! Okay.
Zac, come on. Come on, Zac. At least a Q. Yes.
Wait, the zoomies! Come on, the zoomies!
Hit the crap! No!
Wait,
let's see Fredo.
What are they doing?
This is the longest chase in the history, man.
If he procs, he can... Oh! The zoomies thrown away?
What's he scared of? I don't get it. You have a Spectral Claw. Like, what are you scared of, man? Just go in. It's a Yuumi Ziggs who's gonna run out of mana eventually.
But yeah, team fight was really hype, and then we see that.
I know you did not hear Zac is out of mana. I said he is out of mana, referring to Malzahar, and then oh god, Zac. That was my phrasing. But yes, I agree. That was weird hearing that. Damn. Thank you, Random. Wendy, Random 1v2. Your name is confusing me. I'm just gonna call you RR. And
it's my top laner.
Oh, it's the top laner. 8 stacks here on the Malta is really what's making me happy for Team Foxes. This is looking like the redemption game for them, as we do see the next focus here being the Wind Take. And I think, Amy, this is about to be a team fight.
Not again. Okay. I mean, they're backing off. Like, they want to pull this dragon out, and I think Vayne to the right hand side, Yumi's on top of the Garen, and...
Vic is just gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
And now it's a 2v5 here.
And he flashes backwards. Vayne is trying to get some good DPS. Yuumi call coming out. Morgana getting killed by the Jarvan in the end. They managed to pick up Zac and... Was that Malzahar in the back line?
Malzahar.
It's running away.
That was just
Blew
buff nearly assisting.
Okay.
But the
What was
main
that?
part here
Why?
is like, why didn't they go for the Malza ultimate right away onto the Garen just to stop the ambush? Like, it doesn't even have to be for the kill. Malza was so greedy to get a kill down that he ulted when he had like 10 HP and just died at the first second of his ultimate. And now it's time for Baron, but Jarvan is dangerously low. If Garen does not tank this correctly, okay, Yumi's here to save the day.
I mean, Vayne is not fed, boys. Oh, I have to praise Pyro. He's actually doing it correctly. His animation cancelling his auto attacks with the wall, which a lot of Vaynes don't do.
Yeah, so crucial when the enemy jungler is not even close, but I agree, it looks nice.
I mean, it speeds up the Baron ever so slightly, so I have to praise him for it.
Wait, Andy Sorka built the lantern thingy instead of the redemption. What is the lantern thingy?
He built.
You talking about the Ardent Sensor?
Yeah, I don't like it either. I think he should have gone redemption.
I mean, seeing as your AD carry is really not in the spot of carrying this game, but rather the Malza is, he should have gone redemption indeed, yes. Also, the thing I wanted from the Yumi kinda was like, you mentioned early on, like we could have had a Vayne going Infinity Edge and then Yumi just skipping. Of course, Unholy Grail is so broken on Yumi, but she could have skipped it, seeing as they were just going for the full scale on the bottom lane. She could have just gone Ardent Sensor herself and then still go Unholy Grail afterwards. Just to help.
Mikhail's is really good here, though.
Yeah, true. Oh, you get a pause coming in here. Handy pipe only moved. Yeah, I remember first time Ardent Sensor was introduced and like literally every champion in every position could build it. It was just stupid. Like every champion just gave himself auto attack speed. So.
I miss 2016 meta. Bring it back. Bring back Ardent meta.
I missed season 3 where I was fucking bronze pleb first time playing this game, wondering why everything looks so weird and everything has like over 5000 HP and everyone was actually good. But yeah.
Unlucky, dude.
Unlucky indeed. Hey, can you believe I was only bronze once in my life? Seeing as how I play.
No.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
No,
like,
no,
can you
can't.
believe that? I was only bronze once in my life. In whole 10 seasons, I was only bronze once. Good times, boys. But yeah. Jason, I was never bronze. Andy, don't worry. Some people are bronze at heart. And I think you fall into that category. So, all good, boy. I got you.
I mean, what did Team Foxes do here? They got a dragon, and then they lost a team fight.
I mean,
And from losing that team fight, they lose Baron.
in my opinion, this is the most even game they had in this series so far. Even though they're down 7k, they still have a chance of coming back. The most crucial part, which I really am sad about, is this Malza here losing all of his major stacks. He was on 8, I believe, before that team fight, and then, as I said, he just kind of entered the way with his way of ulting really late and being greedy for the kill, instead of just denying the ambush by the Garen. And yeah.
I just feel bad for Malzahar. He seems like he's getting teammate different here. Like,
Yeah.
the Ziggs hasn't had very good games, and the Malzahar is both games now. He's been 300 CS at 30 minutes. He's been 3 to 4 items. He's been itemizing correctly. He's been trying his hardest. And you've got Litpin Ziggs on the enemy
And
team.
it's just like pouring the salt onto the Ziggs once again. But yeah, hey, as long as they win, we cannot criticize them. So yeah, even if we dislike the Morello completion as well as the Lichbane pickup here, I think we can all agree here together as a caster that this is not the perfect build. But hey, as long as they don't lose, we cannot flame them for it. So
If Aiden was on the cast, he'd be telling us how Morello's is a bad item because he went Oblivion Orb, and you know, if they have over 35 magic resist or something, like he always says in our team games. And
so
I don't know the
is
map,
not
but-
here. So this might be this is
has
the
ult.
tower gone.
She has ult. Please buy Dark Seal. Please buy Dark Seal.
Nope.
Fuck it, no.
Maybe next game. But hey,
Maybe next game.
I don't like what they're doing right now, companions. They don't have the vision to do this. They have good vision, like past the river, but they don't have vision, like deep vision, next to the base. They should just split out the map, stretch out the enemy team, seeing as they have better solo laners right now. Garen is ahead, Dix can hold his own, and Vayne Yumi is just broken right now. Just send the Jarvan to, like, most likely the Ziggs, just to guide him out, or the bottom lane, and then just stretch out the enemy team. Like, nobody of the enemy team can win a 1v1 right now. So you would, with a Baron buff, at least get more pressure out than grouping S5 against Malzahar and Zaya that can just wave clear immediately. But yeah, next objective will be the Wind Dragon in 1 minute. Spawning here. Baron's still 3 minutes away as they are running out of the Baron buff right now. So no more Baron up minions.
Sending 3 people top lane here. I think they just want to try and get as much tower pressure as they can, and then they're just sending everyone top. Never mind.
My issue is they're not setting it up correctly. They're just running there, showing themselves. So the enemy team has a way to prepare. And I mean, okay, Morgana and Xayah are just way too late. They're kind of ending right now, but they could have definitely defended this tier 2 without an issue.
I feel like someone should have gone mid there. You know?
Yeah.
Like, look where the mid wave is. Look where the bot wave is. If someone goes to the other side of the map,
question is,
they get way
look
more.
at Zach. I mean, yes, he's preparing the only objective that's important right now, the Drake. But that was a tier 2 you could have contested and gotten one of these guys on, because they had no vision in the top quadrant of the jungle. You know that for a fact because they haven't been there for so long. The last time they were on the top side was for the Baron like over 5 minutes ago. So that was your time to sit in the bush with Zach, get a free kill on the rotation, and maybe get back into the game.
So they're looking for an engage onto Garen, but like, as Garen Yuumi, they're going to run away. The binding going onto Jarvan, as they're just going to back out. The Ziggs poke is going to come in and like, I don't know. I feel like if they try and pressure this, unless they get a really nice like Malzahar roll onto a carry that then doesn't get interrupted, maybe, but it's like they have to get such a good engage. The Malzahar poke trying to really do this, but Ziggs can just throw bombs towards the enemy team, and
poking game is won already.
Like, all they have to do is wait. Look at the waves. Look at top. Look at mid. Those waves will push into the towers, and then they have to give up pressure, and eventually Companions are just going to be able to walk in, and look at how Foxes now have to play. They have to be so afraid. You know, they're sat in a corridor where Jarvan EQ Cataclysm will kill. And is that going in?
Good engage here.
There it is. The good engage, and they're just going to kill them all. Look at the damage. The Nethergrass going onto the Garen as Vayne is picking up Zac in the backline, and it's a 4-0 in favor of Team Companions, and it's going to pick up the Dragon. 3 waves running straight into the base, and
that's game, I believe.
That's
like,
pretty game.
They cannot finish off this wave right now because it's only 30 seconds, so early in the game they respawn immediately. But they'll get an inhibitor for sure. Set up the next Baron in 30 seconds. Most likely take that one uncontested, even if they get a reset in before that. But I have to give credit here to Companions for wave management, as well as realizing and being patient that they can just use Ziggs or utilize the poke from Yuumi and Ziggs to win the team fight before it even has broken out. Even greeting for a second inhibit tower here, that is very risky.
I mean, they're in the position to do so.
Yeah, they're just getting the tower. Okay, that is fine. But yeah, if you would have gone here for more, this kind of delays though.
The Baron.
Yeah, the Baron and getting the visions in.
So Foxes are actually stronger right now.
They should look for a pick instead, honestly.
Base.
Yeah, there we go. This is beautiful.
If Companions base...
if they get the jungler here, that's free Baron.
Zac?
GG. Baron and end. That's the game, man.
Zac, Ziggs has TP as well, so...
Yeah, he can just TP to the top wave, get the inhibitor, bait the whole team to go there, send his teammates bot lane.
Garen could have reset here as well. Like, they can 2-man Baron, they can't even be stopped. Like, they're just wasting time.
I think this is game. I don't see what they can do now. They're 10k down, they have at most, 3 items on Malta. Everybody else is walking 2 items, opposed to the 3 items completion on everybody on the enemy team. So looking already to going for 4 items, like the Rabadons is about to be completed on Ziggs here. He's only missing 300 to 400 gold, so yeah. Like, this game is just picked up really pace, and yeah, I don't know, man, that's just gone so fast into the Companion sides. Very, very sad to see that Team Foxes had such a good redemption play, and then didn't go through. But yeah. They're already doing it. Yeah, Ziggs is in the top lane. I think they're listening to the stream, or like we are just reading that perfectly, because Ziggs is in the top lane, pushing in that open inhibitor, as well as his team already on the bot. Yeah, they're just gonna win the game off this.
It's over. Yeah, like as much as I don't want to say it's over until the Nexus drops, what the Foxes do, they can maybe try and get a good Zac engage, but like when you have triple to quad threat carries on the side of Companions with a Yuumi.
Yeah. I don't even think they
Like-
have the damage anymore. Like, they have double Phantom Dance. I don't even think they will proc the Phantom Dancer shields in those team fights, so...
Draven can proc the Gargoyle Stone Plate with Yuumi on top of him, and he is effectively a carry as well. Like, he can't die. He will do tons of damage because Yuumi is just a disgusting champion that somehow got through Champ Select. And it's really in the situation where Foxes need to make they have to make such a good outplay here and play this team fight to such perfections while companions make mistakes that it's really hard. We need to watch Malzahar in this fight. He needs to pump out a lot of damage. He can't fire his R prematurely in a fight. He needs to pump out as much damage as he can and then clean up.
A bit upset that, I mean, the wave management here is good. Looking at this top wave, it's going to push in slowly to at least get this inhibitor under pressure. But I think they should have left Ziggs in the top lane. They don't need him in the teamfight anymore. They don't need to poke anymore. They have a Vayne that is strong enough, as well as the Garen, to win the teamfight on their own. And they're not spreading out again, Team Foxes. They are just wasting the Baron buff right now. They could have already at least taken 2 inhibitors and won the game.
And I'm just missing the wall.
Yeah. At least he hit the
They're
champion,
not
right?
pressuring 2 waves at, I hate this.
Sorry.
They're not pressuring 2 waves at once, though, and I feel like
There's,
companions are going a little sloppy here. They're trying to rush the end. And
they're
not
giving too
getting
much
the second
credit
wave
here.
is going
They're
on.
playing too much respect here, but now the final engage is happening.
It's over, yeah.
Oh my.
The big damage on the Catalysm, locking up 3 as Zyra is trying to free hit, but she's doing absolutely no damage. Garen running on top of her. Look at that damage from the Q.
Clean
And
ace.
It's just over. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is one way to finish out the game. Not agreeing with the decision making here in the end, but as long as they win companions, they don't have to listen to us blaming them at all, because there's nothing to regret if you win.
What did that Vayne cleanse do that game? I'm not gonna lie.
She used it in the end to
She
get star
used it in
points.
the end, but like, what did it do for her that game? Like, they could have won. Like, I feel like Foxes could have won that, but they took so many bad fights and they positioned so wrong going into those fights. It's like,
Yeah.
companions are setting up a Rift Herald mid that isn't even going into the tower.
Yeah,
You guys
that was
back off.
so weird. Like the Rift Herald, I have to question. I have to question the double TP if you don't use it. Like, they're playing double TP essentially for lane priority. They didn't use it effectively in the team fight or in spreading out the map with Baron. They had twice Baron. They didn't use it to go for a double split push, which cannot be answered at this point since they have stronger laners anymore. At this point, so yeah, I just don't see this working out. But let's have a look at the graph here. And once again, Malza, I feel like he's getting held back by his team. Not gonna lie, like, he's doing well.
Yeah.
He had one questionable play with his ultimate around the Drake fight there, where he just used it when he was 10 HP. But besides that, I think this guy is doing well and, yeah, getting let down by his team so far, sadly.
I don't know why Foxes are putting Soraka in the game on the top laner. They're effectively putting in 2 supports with an AD carry that's not having the best series of his life, and they really just need to start playing around the mid lane. Going forward, like, if they want to turn this back, they have to reverse sweep the series. And this Malzahar, he's been trying his heart out every single game, and they really need to focus on him. If that be jungle attention, or they draft Shen next game, and they Shen out the Malzahar, or whatever they pick next game, they need to play around that Malzahar. And they've tried to go a scaling comp twice in a row and it hasn't worked out. If they're going to go it again, they need it to work the 3rd time.
Yeah, and
or they're just going to get run over.
We'll head into a very, very small break of like 2 minutes, since we've been talking this much after the game. And for game number 3, don't worry, boys, your favorite Aiden is back. So just already drop your Senpai Aidens in the Twitch chat, and we will listen to some music. Until then, get some snacks. Maybe a nice little beer. It's a nice evening. The sun's coming back out the way, and I stopped for me at least. And yeah, enjoy the show, because Campaign is now 2-0 in this series, looking to make it 3-0 clean with the next game coming up your way in exactly 2 minutes.
To say it's taken a while to get this far. I'm caught in the way. It's taken a lot to get this close. We're one and the same. Chasing colors after dark in your heart. I believe in you the way you pull
And there we go. Welcome back, everybody, once again to the TG Platinum League semi-finals. It's playoffs time, playoffs week. You know it. Every day, one playoffs game coming your way. Saturday, even two. So make sure to come hang out on Saturday for sure, because that's going to be a lot of fun. The double cast coming through there. But yeah, for now, congratulations on Connecting Esports hitting 1,500 members on their verified space on Challenger Mode. Make sure to check us out on challengermode.com/s/Connecting Esports. But right now we do have a more pressing matter at hand. It is none other than the semifinals between the Companions and Team Foxes. And Companions are leading this series with a beautiful 2-0. Both games have been very confident from Companions' side. There was a few steps that, from caster-wise or analytic side, we can still criticize. But besides that, Team Foxes have looked very solid. Companions have looked very solid, and Team Foxes are still waiting to redeem themselves. Maybe in game number 3, which is coming up your way right now. And of course, Aiden is back, and Amy left us, but I'll shall.
Yeah, we have a rotating carousel of casters.
Exactly, keeping it
nice.
Interesting. Like the games are not interesting in the first 10 minutes, but hey, at least we're being dynamic, you know.
It's what happens when you have 6 miles of Harmid and 2 farming tank junglers.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I only saw bits of game 2, but yeah, it like Companions just seem to figure Foxes out, and Foxes really just seem like 10 steps behind in every objective and play.
And looking at how the Team Foxes were actually the favorite coming into this game, because Companions had to fight all the way from quarters to get into the semifinals. Yeah. I am surprised Companions is holding themselves so well against them. And
it's that underdog buff, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
the underdog buff is just so strong, especially on stream, man. You know the drill. I mean, you guys defeated Prodigies, so.
I mean, true. I think Prodigies kind of defeated themselves, but you know.
Okay, yeah. Let's not.
Nah, I'm not gonna meme. It's fine.
Let's not add. What is it? The English wording.
I mean,
injury to insult. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, to talk about playoffs and stuff, I'm kind of slightly more scared of Companions than I thought I would be. They just look pretty solid enough in most roles. But I think Team Foxes can pull out a win. I don't know if I'd be confident in them winning the series, but they can probably win a game. Like I would be surprised if they didn't try. Let's put it that way.
So right now, just to give you an update, I'll put the time on so you guys know what's going on. But we are just waiting for both teams to get into the lobby and be ready. Yeah. So there has not been a draft or anything set up yet. We are just waiting for both teams. Of course, they can take breaks as much as Challenger Mode allows it, and the other way they can take a break is by requesting it by an admin, or most likely the streamer, since it's playoffs. This will be me in this case. So you just Discord message me or Twitch chat message me, ping me anywhere, and if I see the message, from there on you have 10 minutes of an official break allowance, and that's about it. Yeah, 7 minutes remaining before they have to be in the lobby. But I am pretty sure they will drop in any second now. There we go, all there. So we're just waiting for the virtual draft link. And then we can go for game number 3.
Maybe we won't see Malzahar again. I don't know. I don't know if I want to see 3 games of Malzahar in a row.
I'm more worried about the Ziggs Morales Lich Bane every game. But
true. Maybe they'll ban Ziggs, you know, just to show that they can't handle it. The Soraka top was interesting. I thought it would do a bit better, but I guess Yuumi is just...
It did well until it died. Then,
I mean, true.
Then it was just, over.
I'm getting flamed in the chat. I don't know.
Why are you getting flamed? Who's flaming you? Tell me the name.
It's just Sketch. It's like he's just
Sketch is just a lovely boy, lovely human being. Don't worry, man.
Yeah.
He flames you. It's an honor. But yeah, spectator link is coming your way. There you go, as well as stream being ready.
I'm glad I didn't have to remind you. No.
No worries. If I don't have much going on, like right now, it's chill. It's fine. I can do everything: update the scenes, update the scores, team names, switch on the logos, then do the link, make sure everybody's in lobby, and look at Discord and Twitch chat. Don't worry. That is fine. I manage that.
True multitasking.
If I have to eat at the same time, then I'm gonna be lost. But yeah, Companions have readied up, Team Fox have readied up, and we will be going into the virtual draft right now, starting live here on Connecting Esports TG Platinum League. Game number 3 here. Companions leading 2-0, and Team Fox is breaking out the monkey just to put him into cage.
Yep. I really want to see it like some just maybe Team Fox does not shake it up too much, but just okay, there we go. There's a Ziggs ban. They don't want to lose to the Lich Bane Ziggs again.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put you my Discord audio all the way up to 150%.
Yeah.
just,
Okay. Am I a bit
Yeah,
whispery?
there we go. It's just for Twitch chat. I can hear you fine since I have very good headphones. But yeah, I agree that I am loud and you are not. So let's make it even here. Oh, okay.
Okay.
That is interesting. I like the Yumi ban. Must say that one. But I don't like the Ziggs ban. I mean, I get where you're coming from, Team Foxes, seeing as you lost twice against it. But I don't think your mid laner needed assistance.
Yeah. Ziggs is really passive and can let you farm. He doesn't really punish a lot of lanes unless you're really short range. So wow, are they gonna take away Jarvan? Like, this is the adaptation I kind of like think they need to go for. But just, you know, don't throw out everything good, because Team Foxes aren't completely messing up. They're just getting edged out by companions in a lot of ways. So
Please stop first picking Jarvan. Jarvan's gonna get locked in once again. I mean, Companions picked it twice in a row, right? If I'm not mistaken. I haven't saved the drafts. Shit, I forgot to do that. But yeah, I believe Companions picked it twice in a row. Once last game they first picked it, and the game before that they just picked it on second rotation. So Team Foxes getting the Jarvan is a pick away, so I like it so far. But the Lee Sin lock-in is already scaring me. And
I mean, Jarvan can lock up Darius and die, so he can't kill his entire team. So that's, that's always nice.
Yeah.
Kled into the Darius. So, I mean, I don't know too much about this top lane matchup. Okay, so I guess they took the Jarvan away because they want to play something like Apelio. So if you look at what Major Cheese has been playing, he's been playing stuff that can't escape Jarvan. So I think the B1 Jarvan's kind of bad, but I'm not like gonna flame it because it frees up a ban if they don't feel like they can play against it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give Sketch a little message here as you keep talking about these bans already, because I think the Kled is good. I like it, like you said. The Phelios, seeing as Major Cheese is not on his best day today, losing every lane, no matter if it's a winning matchup or not, putting him on an AD carry that really needs time to get somewhere, and him being behind in CS all the time as well as in gold and experience. This is a questionable pick. You're relying on him to be that late game carry, but he will get to the late game very, very late compared to his other teammates. And
I'm not really a fan of the Morgana that Fox has been picking every game. I think, if Major Cheese really wants to, he seems to want to turn it into a farming lane, and he's not allowed to a lot of the time. Maybe something with more lane pressure than Morgana with Guardian probably help that more, especially when you're up against MF, because you can just kind of get rolled over against what companions have at the moment.
Yeah, okay, I'll just say it because I cannot be bothered to type. So Sketch, if you're listening, this is basically the reason we don't put random casters in the playoffs. Is basically, it has nothing to do with you or anything. It's just we don't have any footage of you casting, nor do we have any experience with you casting. So only casters allowed in playoffs are people I actually heard before, I talked before, and I have seen casting. So that is the reason why, for example, Amy and Aiden are allowed to cast today, opposing to the other two casters who have recently applied, also from Team Foxes, and they have not been allowed to cast yet, but they will be allowed to cast in Season 5, a normal group stage game, where we can get some experience on how they feel, where we can adjust the volumes and all of that, and give them some feedback,
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, you have no feedback or experience. Exactly, and this is player. It's kind of important. I'm not saying I'm the best caster out there, but I've been doing this for some time, so yeah. And knowing Aiden, I know that his words are making sense most of the times. At least when it comes to the English language. So yeah, but...
Yeah, true. If it's outside the English language, it makes
for example,
no sense.
Sherlock, I love that guy. Him and me, we get along so well. Before we get back into the draft, just a little side note maybe. But yeah, Sherlock, for example, is one of the best casters we have. Mega giga brain when it comes to that stuff. But his pronunciation on English words is just the funniest shit ever because he's French.
Just gets a bit excited, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He gets a bit excited about League of Legends gameplay, and the words just come out like
yesterday, what was it? It was like this. Oh fuck! If I remember the word, I'll tell you. But the way he pronounced that word, I had to think 10 times over what he actually meant to say, and then I realized, oh, if you pronounce it this way, it's actually this words, and then it makes sense. But yeah, it's just so much fun. Okay, back to the game. Cassiopeia locked in. That is.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a lot more late game. Cassiopeia plays a lot more like an AD carry in team fights. She's really good into Darius, and she's got a nice range edge over MF in team fights too. Are we gonna see Nami? I would kind of like Nami. Right? It helps Aphelios get through that lane phase, and
Yeah.
you know, if she can build Ardent and really buff him up and protect him. I
wait,
think
Jedlam.
Nami or Janna are good here.
Yeah, Jed, if you want to come in and cast, just come on over, brother. Like, you can take over for me. I totally forgot you can jump in today. If you're available, of course. But yeah, I like the Cassiopeia. It's like my shining beacon of hope here for Team Foxes, because they really need at least one
Tarek
win.
would work too as well. Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Team
this is
Fox is
good.
doubling down on the long games, but it's also not bad in lane versus Braum. Ooh, wow. Okay, yeah, Veigar's quite free into Cassio, and if Cassio doesn't have flash, that's a really easy gank lane for Lee Sin. You can even, insect Lee Sin into a Veigar stun.
Exactly.
Sorry, insect Cassio into a Veigar stun. So
I have to hard disagree with Andy here. I predicted so many picks and so many plays in this game today,
True.
or in this series already today, and a lot of casters do that actually. So we don't just comment. Yes, the first game was a bit ranky, but it was warm up for both of these guys, so give them some slack. Stop flaming my fucking clap your ass cheeks. Yeah, ass cheeks. There we go. Anyways, the companions are one of the hours doing really catch up and have food coming out. Okay, so Jedlam, you can join next. Stream is ready as well for the virtual draft being completed. As well as you can hear the airplane, hopefully not too loud, sorry for that. But yeah,
that's fine.
I like the Veigar here. It's new, it's something else, hopefully more exciting than the Ziggs. And if he doesn't build Lichbane on Veigar, I'm happy.
True.
So let me just open betting real quick for you guys here. And give you a little bit of an insight on what we think. So I'll start off, and then maybe you, Aiden, can give me your sprinkles on top of what you think has the edge here when it comes to draft. But
Sprinkles? Come on, it's more than sprinkles.
I mean, it's because Yumi was banned, so I had to go with that unicorn love style word. But yeah, oh, I forgot already. 1 second. Oh yeah, the Tarek Aphelios is the one thing I'm scared about, because if it falls behind, it's going to be utterly useless until like very late in the game. But I like the Kled. It's proactive. It's something new. It's trying to oppose this Darius. I like the Lee Sin, however, on the companion side. If this works out, it's going to be a quick game, and it's going to be very scary for
Yeah,
Team
yeah.
Foxes.
And they've got that insurance policy on Veigar if they keep going into the late game.
They got, as well as MF, like they have beautiful setup with Veigar Cage into MF ultimate, and then even a bomb ultimate to follow that all up, or even to deny the engage. So there's so many utilities to be used here, and even a pick potential with the Lee Sin flash kick, of course. And Team Foxes are just straight up one at the enemy, use Tarek ultimate. If Tarek ultimate runs out, you most likely lose the team fight. So that's kind of a bit scary, but the Cassiopeia then again is, like I said, the shining beacon of hope for me.
Is it just for the overlays got the teams in the wrong
Oh
places?
yeah, my bad. I forgot to switch.
It's fine. I thought like I would notice it before anyone else did.
No, very well that you told me. I actually forgot to.
I was about to be like, whoa, the companions are really drafted like Team Foxes. Now it's like, wait a minute.
No. So yeah, I dropped everything, just not the team. Team Foxes is the name. There we go. I typed. Okay, so yeah, last 30 seconds going down here before you go into spectator delay. Okay, and there's way too much text. I cannot read that right now. I'll do that once I'm not speaking or something.
But yeah, I think it's going to be quite an explosive game. So we have had, like, I would say game one was kind of long, and Team Fox has had that opportunity, the Baron throw, to get back in the game. So if they just play slow enough, then I think they can take this. Kled, Jarvan's really good into MF Veigar as well. Like, they do have ways to get into the backline. Cassio Aphelios just have to be strong enough to hold off the entire team, which is a big if.
I'm not 100% sure on this, but I believe Veigar Cage can stop the Kled ultimate, correct? He's not unstoppable.
He's unstoppable at the start.
Yeah, but during his ultimate. So that is super counterplay.
Yeah, Veigar can stop the others if the others try to follow Kled. You know how you get that big speed up?
Yeah, and
like,
I know Kled is like kind of not invincible, but he cannot be stopped in his path. But like the others are just, there's no follow-up anymore.
Yeah. So, Kled has to be able to solo Veigar.
Exactly. Yeah, that is kind of what I'm scared of. So the Veigar pick making more and more sense now the longer we look at it, as well as the Lee Sin. I really like that one. And if Lee Sin Jarvan is just such a skill matchup, because there's Jarvan players that can outplay the Lee Sin, but I believe in most times it would go very most likely into the Lee Sin's favor, but then also knowing how Jarvan has played the last 2 games for Team Foxes, I sadly have to say it will not just go in his favor, but also very, very much in his favor, and most likely be the crucial deciding game factor here once again.
Yeah. I don't know. I've not given up on Team Foxes, but
No, me
maybe
neither. I still hope for like the redemption game, but it's getting harder, you know. But
yeah,
hey,
for sure.
it's okay. So
I just want to see companions lose for their own mental against us as well. You know,
yeah,
like
what did they
I
call
know
it?
Frio
Giga,
just seems
Giga
a bit,
ego.
a bit too. No. It's not even ego. It's like I don't know. If they Frio, then it might be difficult. That's all.
Oh, Sleeping is back here. Hey, Sleeping. Let me just remind you real quick of who's on top of the betting.
Wow, that's a big bet. I lost points in game 1. I think I was
Same.
number 3.
Lost so much.
I think you've got a healthy amount of points though, Jason. I think you
No,
can...
it's all about staying ahead of Sleeping. I don't care if I'm first or not. I just want to stay ahead of Sleeping. That's all.
Right. Okay.
I want to prove that I am better than Mr. Coach. It's personal. You don't know.
Wow, sketch betting red all on companions.
Be giving I would go for this as well. Wait, what did Sleeping bet on? He bet on. Okay, so I'm not gonna bet on red as well. That would be just.
What an exciting minigame you two have.
Yeah. Now,
Total
normally if he
rivalry.
bets and I can like kind of get behind the enemy draft, like then I will get on the opposing side just for the sake of him having a chance of getting or catching up to me, you know. But yeah, I really cannot bet on Team Foxes after the last 2 games. Oh yeah, 40
Yeah.
seconds remaining. Make sure to get your bets in. It's already open, and it's 5 minutes remaining on the betting before closing. So far, we have the splits being 66% in favor of the blue side. So 66% of you guys in Twitch chat think that Team Foxes have what it takes to get back into this game. Oh, my Discord just blacked all the way out. I hope your stream is still fine. Okay.
No, it sounded fine.
But yeah. At least Twitch chat is believing in Team Foxes, and the casters are still giving them the benefit of the doubt. So there is still hope. And yeah, with the Cassiopeia pickup, I really, really hope that if she's not getting shot
Yeah,
down
he's
early,
got more carry potential.
more carry
than
potential.
Malphite.
Exactly.
So, Sleeping knows the system is rigged because you get to stay first after missing all that.
I mean, that's not true. I just bet when I'm confident, and whenever I bet, I'm just winning. Sleeping over, he's betting all the time, and he's still not watching as much as I do, but I'm kind of streaming, so it's like unfair since I'm watching everything.
Yeah, you've got a bit of an edge there.
But that's not giving me too many points. It's more about like I got many more points sleeping as well because I give the subscriptions as well as subscribing because that gives you points. XD. Jokes on you. Yeah, pay to win, you could say, but
True pay-to-win system on
true
connecting
pay.
esports, guys.
Exactly. I'm looking forward to resetting all the points. I think we will do that for season 5. And reset all the points, and then maybe make the system so that you can buy maybe our new merch. We have exciting news coming about the new summer jersey coming out, and maybe you can buy them with the points. But no, not giving away anything because
What a tease! What a tease!
Yeah. So they have loaded in kind of.
We saw. I mean, pretty standard apart from the electrocute Veigar. So I play quite a lot of Veigar. Usually, you take electrocute into matchups that jump into you and you can one shot. So like it's a bit of a niche thing, but you can take electrocute Veigar into like LeBlanc, where she's really squishy and she's gonna try and jump in on you, and you can just surprise one shot her at level 6 with your QRW or QRL.
Oh. Sorry to interrupt you, but Team Fox is dropping those triple going this way on the top lane is hopefully making Sanders at least burn a summoner spell, because if he doesn't spot them early on, already zoom out because I can feel the play coming. Oh yeah. Oh no. Go all the way around. Yes. Go all the way around. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, you're doing it.
This is some next level. Oh no, never mind.
He's BMing. He doesn't look. He's okay. That's a flash and the ghost. Good. Perfect. Team Foxes. Proactive play. I like it. Let's keep it up. Come on, boys.
You are very hyped on Team Foxes. Someone would think you had a bet on them, you know?
Actually, I haven't betted on them, but yeah, I just want them to. Redeem
I want
themselves.
everyone prefers a series, right? So, yeah, we'll see. Interested to see what the Veigar's going to build without the Glacial, because Glacial is by far the most popular keystone on Veigar. It's going Corrupting Potion again. Luminous Galaxy, you know, he's playing decent, but he does do the same thing every game. Corrupting
Exactly.
Potion, yeah.
Was the ghost really necessary? I believe it was, because Knight, the what's his name? The champion? Whatever. He
Kled.
hit his Q. Thank you. Kled hit his Q on him. Even after the flash, it was still connected, and he was about to pull him back. And well, they didn't have any flag and drag because it's level 1, and the stun was also out. But I believe the exhaust could have been enough to kill. Darius there.
We're seeing some cheese on bot lane right now, but I don't think they're going the safe way. Okay.
Yeah, they're going the safe way, but good point out there. I did not even see that one.
Eyes on the mini map. You know, you got to make sure your entire team is
I was thinking of
lose the game.
the name of Kled, but yeah.
That's fair.
Lee Sin here, actually interesting to me, as we see a bit of a skirmish in the top lane. Sender's already...
Yeah. Clyde loses early levels. I mean, it's hard to contend with Darius passive. He's going to get dismembered if you're going to hit by Q.
Oh no, you lost lane. So hard there.
Well, I mean, if Darius had summoners, that would be a dead Clyde. So, something, I guess.
I guess thinking ahead of your top laner losing level 1, I guess. But yeah, I would have loved for him to just wait for his level 3 and then go in on Darius, because at that point you have a better outplay potential.
Yeah, you need to, because Kled has Grievous wounds on his Bear Trap. Had to think of the name there. So he, like, in extended trades, he is quite good against Darius, but you need to get those first few levels and chill out.
Now he's going back in, he's level 2. Oh no, but hey, Jarvan's here to back him up, and this time out this might actually be good if he's not going to get dismounted. There we go. He's only got dismounted at the very end there.
Yeah,
and
just going to get finished with a wow.
Knight so lucky that Sander did not
Triumph.
get another alt attack in. That would have been a 1-for-1, and that would have been the most tragic way of losing that one. As well as Jarvan now finding the Lee Sin, but Lee Sin already having used his Sonic Strike. It will. Oh wait, that's not Sonic. What? I forgot the name. Whatever. I really need to play
Sonic Wave and Resonating Strike.
Yeah, there we
go. I got you.
I really need to stop playing this game again, just for the sake of remembering the names.
Ability names. Okay, so I mean, slow enough bot lane. Pretty even on CS. Okay, wow. Team Foxes seem to have been adopting some wave management and are freezing under tower as Aphelios Taric, which is, I'm proud of them.
I'm happy that this 500 gold lead is not, this 800 gold lead is not only from the first blood, but also from wave management, so that is promising.
Yeah, sure.
Even though that looking top makes me scared.
Yeah, I think really with the Veigar not having electrocute, if he goes even with Cassio, it is going to end Cassio favored until 2 items, really.
I mean, if he's looking to build Lich Bane, the electrocute makes sense.
Please don't.
To say.
Please don't bait me. I don't want to get triggered on this.
Oh.
I think Darius is dead. Yeah.
Surprised. Knight's winning lane without jungle. Hello? Team Foxes?
Yeah. I mean,
account sharing?
Darius had the summoners, he died, and then he killed them. But
yeah.
Good job tonight, actually. Like, seeing that there's potential for a solo kill there is really...
That's lifting the name of this champs, Jason. Yeah, sketch, I'll do that, thank you. So we have this thing shooting things here at the bottom lane. Is that better, sketch? You like that more? But yeah, not a gank happening in the mid lane. We see Jarvan moving up here, as well as in the bottom lane, pushing in the wave, but not really any action coming down, just aggressive movement.
Yep. And we see Veigar just walk away from that. It's, you know, if he doesn't get hit by that Cassio miasma, then it's quite easy for Veigar to just use the Event Horizon stun on top of himself and stop Jarvan's Flag Drag in its tracks. Yeah. Because it interrupts it as soon as he comes into the circle.
Exactly. Interestingly enough, also the Sin now going for the first recall here of the... Oh, SK, you walked into that one, and I don't...
Yeah, not enough mana to take that type of trade.
I mean, she's trying to push in the wave, I get it, and Veigar is now in a position where he could freeze. He's not going to do so, knowing that she will go for the recall here. Interestingly enough, we do have a Fire Drake coming up, sorry, on the map already, so coming up as the first Drake of the game. So, yeah, whoever gets this, once again, I predict will have a good lead in this mid game.
Inferno's pretty important because you have a lot of damage dealers on both teams, basically. Like, you know, Veigar really likes to have that extra percentage AP. Cassio
as well as
whenever you have
and
Aphelios builds a lot of AD.
Oh, double stun here, actually hitting, and this is beautiful. A lot of damage coming too, but it's actually Taric who's taking the most so far. He's gonna heal a bit there with his Q coming back off cooldown thanks to his auto attacks. But that was a losing. That was a
lot of minion damage. It was like 7 caster minions hitting Taric, so it's not what you want.
Exactly. You had the better wave, but you just stepped up too far, and with the respawning wave coming into the lane, that was kind of unfortunate there in the end. But you do have potions, and Java now making his way downtown, quite literally.
Wicked Dawson's pathing
Oh.
this game has been a lot better. Oh, just misses the knockout. Brom uses
Flash forward here by the feel as though it's forcing the flash from DMF already, as well as the flash from the bomb coming to end. He's gonna be locked up. Oh my god, that was so clutch. Swap to the shotgun there by, so I call it shotgun, but whatever it's called. The purple gun by Aphelios just to lock him up.
Gravitum.
Yeah.
Gravity gun, for easier. We're seeing trading in the top lane.
Yeah, and this one is interesting. He's gonna go aggressive, use the Clad ultimate right here, and Sander's now demounting Knight, but not going. I believe well, not the ultimate would have been the kill there.
Yep. He had flash as well.
He had full stack on Conqueror, and
Yeah.
I mean he's still
smart
fine
of,
now.
smart of Knight to not continue that at least. But I mean, I think Knight is dead here if Darius just flashes, but I don't know if he knows that Clyde doesn't have flash.
Yeah.
So
And
that might be
First I
mistiming.
picked up here for Team Foxes means very good ambitions
You
for this
know,
game.
I really wish I should have trusted my intuition on betting Team Foxes.
Yeah,
because
see, this was like one of these
is-
games. Me as well. I was like doubting it, but I was like, this is the game. If it's not this game, then they will never like.
Oh, I did actually bet 2,000 connectors on blue. Ah,
Yeah.
man. I'm
All the splits in Blue's favor, so not getting it too much if you win. But hey,
yeah.
confidence. Oh, Kled actually getting his mount back here is crucial because he was about to lose wave control.
Yeah, Darius is the misses the bear trap. That's quite big. In this matchup, whenever you miss bear trap, you have no pressure at all.
Yeah, and Lysina being on the top side, he's gonna get spotted if he moves into the river to gank, and Java not being on this side of the map. I predict this is a dead Kled with no flash and ultimate available. So bear trap as
Most
well.
Likely, Lee Sin's taking his time. Cassio's
Yeah.
aggressively trading with that poison on.
Yeah, he's gonna go aggressive
Okay.
now. Gonna go in, and
Whoa.
Kled is actually deciding to go in first, and he's not in range anymore. No! Oh, he's gonna get it!
Oh, you got it!
Oh my god! That was a last minute Q there just for him to get that kill, and that was the best scenario considering he inted himself at the start of that play.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of lucky that Night9 decides to go for the coin flip. Think maybe I can kill this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Cassiopeia. I mean, if you look at
It's
mana,
probably not gonna amount to
exactly.
anything.
Yeah, Midland is just looking at mana pool. If there's not like at least 3/4, nobody's gonna die. So
If Cassio has blue, she can actually start shredding this Veigar and getting cryo. I mean, because so Veigar is quite a good pick into Cassio because Cassio doesn't have the best wave clear, which is what Veigar doesn't like. Getting shoved into his tower and not able to have any game impact. But you know he can actually contest Cassio. as well.
a lot of things
So-
coming down on the Herald here, as we see bot lane missing the stuns on the enemy bot lane. So Team
I
Fox
really
is
want to
trying.
see Jarvan just play bot side of the map for flashless MF and Braum. Cataclysm would just be a double kill.
Oh.
Um,
Returning to the scene of crime here, we have a top lane gank. Lee Sin now has his ult available. He's gonna miss the resonating strike, and that means no continuous play. But good, yeah, back of Summoner spells.
Cled could have Ard instead of flashing, but he would have lost more health. And
Seeing as he
you
has
know,
TP up, and they want to get the Herald here as well.
oh,
Oh, clutch steal here by Lee Sin. Getting that, they're gonna, yeah,
Gonna die
take
for
him
it, though.
down. He did manage to pick it up though before he died, so I think
Yeah.
that's called worth considering you're behind.
yeah. It is. It all depends how they use the Herald, because that is 300 gold given to Cassio, and this mid lane matchup can kind of go either way once someone starts pulling ahead.
Exactly.
So they need to try and find a good Herald, and all lanes are getting pushed in. So I think it's on Lee Sin to kind of make stuff happen and cover his lanes and counter gank at the moment.
Because this should
But,
being them running out of time actually, because there's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining before plating falls, and after that, being as all the towers have 5 platings remaining, it's not going to be as useful to drop the Herald anymore.
Yeah. You really need to use it to open up the map if you're not getting plates.
Yeah.
So
And I just
Companions
don't see
just
that
looking
happening.
not quite as aggressive this game. I don't know. It's nice of Team Foxes to just take the Jarvan from them.
Yeah.
I guess it was just.
I mean, draft-wise, Companions is completely relying on Darius winning lane, which is not happening so far. And everybody else, besides maybe the Veigar, is just also not getting that far ahead as they need to be. Like, Lee Sin should have been like 3-0 by this point. But looking at the scoreboard, having it 5-1 in favor of Team Foxes, meaning that the scaling composition is ahead right now.
Yep. I mean, I would, as long as, I mean, a lot depend in team fights. Oh,
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you there, but that is a beautiful setup here for the gank. Awesome does not have... Yeah, okay, at least they burned a flash, so that's a good use of Cataclysm there. As mid lane is going to get 3-man ganked and has to instantly flash out of the cage.
Fazen's really good at just not dying in the early game. I kind of noticed. He's quite good at just playing controlled.
This is good, this is good. This is the first time they have a lane being pushed in, and Cassiopeia is going to try her damage just to get all of the minions get out. Still going to get a lot of gold, and Lee Sin picking up a little bit of that gold is actually useful in my opinion, because Vega is going to do well no matter what. Yeah. Good play there.
As long as Lee Sin can use that gold. I mean, he is sitting above in CS of Jarvan. Because I don't really know how that's happened, honestly.
That was sad Java noises there. Walking past his camp as Cassiopeia takes it. Oh yeah.
Life of a jungler.
Exactly. I'm feeling him. But yeah, now the next Drake is going to come up in 15 seconds, and bot lane has priority but has not based yet. So as you can see, 200 gold in inventory. It's not too much. They just come off a base like 3 waves ago. But I would love for them to just recall and get some more pink quads.
This is weird. I don't know if Team Foxes are having problem chiming summoners, but MF and Bromflash literally just came back and Jarvan is walking there. It's kind of like you had 5 minutes to try and get that MF killed. So, but I mean, bot lane, considering the previous game, bot lane's going quite well for us.
This is so sad. They had priority in bot lane, now they give up all the vision on Drake, even though they have priority, by just moving incorrectly, and that means the Drake is being started here by companions. Looking actually for teamfight here. Good Vega cage here to keep the Jarvan of going into a Cataclysm to multiple people. MF into Bomb ultimate coming too, but the Tiger ultimate will save Sushi so far. As we see now a lot of damage being dealt all over the places. HP was getting low and the first kill will be going down onto the Bomb. Bomb will be taken out by the Cletty as Lee Sin jumps away. Ward jump just to save his life as Vega's now left in the 1v4 scenario, but he's going to take down Fazen. Fazen has fallen. As now Lee Sin once again under trouble as Jarvan also on the other side of the map is trying to get something done, and I believe it's just a 1-for-1 with Drake not being collected just yet.
2? It was a really long fight.
So oh wait, like, sorry, Feeders and Bomb also.
Yeah. They died at the very early. The Taric ult coming in slightly too late. Major Cheese not getting to flash or R off. You have to ask.
No, Feeders didn't die.
Oh, right? Really?
Or did he? No, it's a 1-for-2 actually. Yeah, it was 5-1, and now it's a so.
Yeah, it was very chaotic. There was a lot of angles there. I don't blame you.
T-Fox is actually losing the team fight because they are 1 and 2, and after that one.
Yeah. I don't know. So Team Foxes need to use that dragon stacking to pressure as much as possible. Honestly, with how they scale and Veigar picking up that kill.
Oh, smart move.
Oh, wow. I don't know.
That might have just saved his life, that he walked up to the river, which was even more doubtful if the Jarvan would have been sitting there, but yeah. Luckily, he survives for now.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, MF had no mana, so he might have got out of that.
Yeah, as well as no...
It was looking scary.
Yeah, no Jarvan, no Bomb ultimate or exhaust available. Ooh.
Oh. Cassio's flashless here. She has to go for the kill. Oh, wow. Really nice kick away, but...
She's gonna... Oh no, Bomb is here to save the day. And Vega ultimate.
Oh, poison? Yep. Wow.
Okay.
Nice play from Faison. Decent Cassio kiting.
1v3, getting a redemption kill there is definitely what you need. But this is so good for companions, even if they are still like doing well. Team Foxes here in like the worst case scenarios, getting the best out of it. They're still doing well because companions are just getting so much gold right now, and you can see them actually being ahead in gold, even though they have been losing the game until this point.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's just that Herald gave them quite a lot of gold from the plates.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's only 100 gold. This game's going to be quite neck and neck. I feel like we're gonna see more like game 1 than game 2 for sure.
The only thing, as you said, is the Drakes that are gonna be worrying us because they will most likely be crucial here when it comes to.
Can you scroll over the Drake and check what rift it is?
What do you mean?
Like so, like
it's
if you,
Drake coming up.
Okay, cool. I couldn't see it, like, you know, from my angle.
It's on the bottom right, I don't know if you see it.
Oh, that's my bad. Okay, yeah. Usually, like when I'm in game, I usually, like, just look at the symbol.
Yeah, and I feel you, but don't worry, I put the things up there.
You were 10 steps ahead.
Yes. Faison actually ahead in XP, but yeah, not all too well. And the Glacial build here from Vega, even though he doesn't have Glacial. Interesting.
Yeah. GOP is quite standard, just because like Veigar doesn't need extra damage from Ludens or whatever.
Yeah, of course, but like looking at how you don't have any mid-game pressure with Darius and Lee Sin not being ahead and MF just going even in lane. I would have loved for him to go more aggressive, just to kind of
Yeah,
show
he's
that
going to need to try and
companions-
use that aggressively, in my opinion. He's
Ooh,
gonna try
this
and find a way.
might very well be the first tower here. If there's
Yeah,
no
that's
reaction. Jarvan is trying to get in there, as well as in the top lane. We have a little bit of a skirmish going on. Sandal now
Yeah,
using the
Darius
ghost.
is out of mana, has to pop the ghost to
Yeah.
get out of that.
And first tower goal going over to companions. This is so bad for Team Foxes. They most likely still feel like they're ahead, because they see like 7-4 in kills, but... Oh man, you are so far behind right now.
I would say it's even. It's 1,000 gold. I don't know.
Kled has
I
the
don't know if
gold,
you
that is the
can-
issue.
Yeah, that's true.
If you look at this, it's only Kled. Every other lane, they're either even or losing, so...
True.
And with Kled having
Especially
that gold, that's
bot lane
helping.
surprisingly behind as well.
Yeah, that's what. Like I said, Major Cheese not this day. Especially now.
He's doing
kill.
better this game, I would say, though, for sure.
True. And his goal is about to be completed, so there's some extra juicy gold coming your way, and maybe evening out that gold lead. But still, this is a close game, nonetheless. But considering how hard companions have been losing early on.
Yeah. And also, I mean, top lane should have been completely over, and the fact that Darius is not more than 7 CS down is a little bit of a crime.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, just loving it better, forgetting the comments. But yeah, Knight now actually getting out-traded by Darius. That is very scary. 0-3 Darius winning the trades versus Kled. That
So
times.
he goes. We've got the double black cleaver build from Lee Sin and Darius.
Yeah, just to make sure that if there was a tank on the enemy team, you could shred them. But there's
Yeah,
not.
exactly. It's,
you know,
it's a
just
pretty
in
good
case.
idea. In case you feel like building armor, we're gonna shred it. It's like,
You don't know,
alright,
maybe
okay.
Tarek picks up like 10 kills in a row, he's gonna get super shredded, you know? But there's a stun coming through
True.
onto the bomb. The shield so far denying a lot of damage as Lee Sin and Vega are now here to save the day. And oh, Jarvan still decides to go in. The timing
good
ultimates
catch,
come in
wasn't
way too late. And Major Cheese now running for his life, but he's gonna get kicked away actually. Lee Sin is like, take this train to safety, and that will just be Jarvan dying for his team. And the Wind Wake now on the map. Most likely.
I know
That's
we've been praising Phazon, you know, Team Fox's mid laner quite a lot. And the last two fights that Companions have ended up winning, he's been in base.
They're gonna go
I
in.
mean, they're gonna take a 4v5 here.
Yeah, Lee Sin is dead for sure here, so one kill for sure, 1-for-1, but you lose the Drake, so Companions have accomplished what they've came for. They came
Yeah,
here to
they've
delay
slowed
the
down
game.
that slow point.
Yeah, get their mid-game items, triple item coming too soon. Oh, not soon, but 2 items coming too soon, and then they're in a much better spot already. So yeah, just denying the
yeah.
soul, all they've been looking for.
So yeah, Phazon wasn't there at the start of the fight, and the Tarek ult got popped just at the wrong time. I mean, it was actually quite a good cataclysm if the entirety of Team Foxes were there.
Yeah, don't
But
disagree
they
on that.
just weren't coordinated, or you know.
Jarvan had the
alignment
mind of a
interest.
5v5 team fight, meanwhile he was in a 3v4 scenario. That was the issue.
Exactly. And
Can relate.
They really have to have the shot calling to be in that Drake when it's like looking like your victory objective. And also, Cassio's really good against this comp, stopping you dashing in with Miasma. So she has to be the start of fights to deny.
I mean,
people
Cass is
getting
the
onto your
only
back line.
champ right now that has 2 items on Team Fox's lineup, so she does
Yeah.
have to be in every teamfight right now. She
Look
is
at
the
how
winning
ahead she
team.
is in CS.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy.
Like, she is the key to victory in this game so far.
Mhm,
You see
And her
Lee
presence
Sin-
will let Major Cheese get a lot more damage as well.
Yeah. Lee Sin and Jarvan now on opposite sides of maps, so we might see some fancy stuff going on about ganks, because they could meet in the mid lane, both of them. I'm hovering it right now. Finding a blue trinket in that ward, but yeah, nothing major going on so far.
Yeah. Nothing major going on so far.
That's
Listen
major
in.
cheese. Damn.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
So, looking at items, he built the Oblivion up. Do we think he's going to complete the Marlow or no?
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, hanging on because Sander is using the Ghost aggressively. And Lee Sin is backing off already. He's going to hit the Resonating Strike. He's going to go in now with the kick, and he's going to deliver it into the queue of the Darius. Beautiful play there in the end, even though it looked like they're backing off. But the TP has been completed. Sander's now in a bit of pickle, but his... Oh, good dodge on the Cassiopeia ultimate. He's still going to fall. No, he's not. Oh my god. God saves the day, as well as Triumph in the end there. Ugh. That was very sad Pepe hands in the chat. SCP out
Yeah.
of the outplay potential does not collect that kill.
Man, I would need to watch it back. I don't think Phazon used his refillable potions in that fight, but you know, other than that, that was super close. Really nice kick flash actually from Lee Sin. Yeah, Darius is right back in the game. I mean, Bork Crush on Kled, he's gonna need to use that extended trade and chase down potential. Not sure if that's what you want to go versus Darius, but.
Them getting this blue was actually crucial because, I mean, Phazon wasn't alive, so no way he would have picked it up, this team defending it.
Yeah, I feel like even though the gold is relatively close, that from what we've seen from the other games, Foxes are just going to get slowly choked out of the game now.
Yep.
You need to have really good vision against Veigar because he can just wait in the bush and one-shot someone.
So make this a bit more positive for Team Foxes right now because they're in a tough spot. Let's think of what companions have not been good at. So far they have not been good at in the last 2 games. Spreading out the map when they have better laners or have an advantage in the solo lanes where they can win the 1v1s. So if they continue to do that, Team Fox will actually catch up. And if they reach this 30-minute mark, I would say, even, okay, let's be optimistic, 35-minute mark here.
Yeah.
They have a chance of just winning the game straight up thanks to the draft. So there's no counterplay anymore. Like, they have to hit the perfect Veigar stun, the most lucky Lee Sin 5-man kick, as well as a knock-up into Braum ultimate and MF ultimate to just win the team fight at that point, because scaling-wise, they are losing so hard.
Yeah, for sure. The only person that is even competes in scaling is Veigar, and I mean, like we're seeing right now, Darius loses the split extremely hard to Ryla's Cassio. And you know, short of flashing right on top of her.
I like this. I mean, it's not going to hit him, but it's at least going to speed up and get him close. He's going to flash over the wall just to stay safe here. Oh, flash forward as well. Both actually flashing after him. Sanders is now going to use the blasting coin just to get out of there. And Cassiopeia is dead once again. That's the snake going down into the stone realm, as well as plateauing his damage just to stay alive, but he will not do so. Lee Sin picking up that kill. And oh man, this could have not gone any more wrong with the Baron on the plate. Please do it. I want you to trade this Drake. You don't care about soul. It's a win Drake.
Yeah. Baron accelerates you so much.
Go for Baron. Get mid open or bot lane or top lane. Anything. Come on, man.
But if Foxes contest this, they can roll over and they can
they'll take the Baron. True, but this was just a perfect play. Like, Team Foxes nearly outplayed themselves, with just going for that Drake there. He's gonna go for the steal. I can feel it. Oh, he's gonna get stunned, and he's dead.
He can't. Yeah, he can't do anything.
Oh, good knock-up here.
Flash bomber.
But it will just result in a flash being used to, heal being used by Major Cheese to get the supporter.
There.
Yeah, and
so yeah,
that's it, man. I don't think there's a Baron coming now. That they will set up vision around it, but there's no Baron coming to them anymore. It's way too early in the game. They don't have the HP bus.
Yeah, it's important for companions that they. You know that they got some Drakes. They didn't really need that second one. I do agree with you. They could have went for the Baron, really blown the game open.
Yeah.
I mean, gold is still a little bit close. Baron is 1500 gold.
Okay, you say that. Gold is close, but okay, let's press X here and then
4K. It's like 1K on each person. Right?
You can see Darius is now finally ahead of the Kled by 300 gold. Jungle difference is 3K. Mid lane difference is 2K. Sorry, 1K. And then the bottom lane difference is so fucking close, actually. But yeah. That is just not working out. Getting caught out. Reminds me of Yoas, not to flame, but yeah, Yoas had similar plays last time around. Whenever he went for Watts, he died. And oh, Phazon is just Super Saiyan in the wrong way, man. Like,
Phazon's way too aggressive this game. I don't know. He keeps.
Yeah.
It's like he's not playing. Oh. Okay.
This was a beautiful Lee Sin kick. I've been talking about this, as well as a follow-up Cataclysm. MF ultimate got denied thanks to the Tiger ultimate. That will make them survive. TP coming through here by Knight, and thanks to the home guard boost, he will stay alive and not get locked up. But he's gonna go back in, and that is so questionable, my man. What you doing? Oh no, he's gonna die, and that calls for Baron. Yeah, the pings are coming too. Okay, they're going for Baron. I was confused to why they stopped and just like kept pinging instead of moving. Yeah, leaving Darius behind here is actually very smart. He can still kill somebody. He has ultimate available.
Yeah.
And they're just recalling. Okay, Jarvan's not even
gonna
try
be a free
to
Baron for companions. This is gonna blow the game wide open.
Come on, Jarvan. At least go for the steal. Like, at this point, who cares about KDA? If you get this Baron, you at least make your team survive another 10 minutes. Oh man. Well, 6k gold lead, 9 to 12. 2x2-2 with favor of companions because they have more pressure on the map, and DevCap coming to here in Vegas, what's really gonna hurt. So Aiden, what do we do? What do we do for Team Foxes to come back?
I. They need to stop over-aggressing and be happy with the small advantages that they got given. Brom got entirely caught there, and Brom's not the most important member. Not even close. But they should have used that to walk in as 5 and get visual power. And it's not impossible that happens again. Team Fox did a lot right that team fight, just at the wrong time.
Yeah. Also, Team Foxes could go for way more picks because they have a good setup for bush camping with the Tarek stun as well as the Aphelios snare, Cassiopeia making it unable to dodge or flash away. There's like a lot of setup they can do.
Yep, they need to be as 5 here if they want to try and defend this inhibitor. Honestly,
she has the TP.
Yeah.
Would just be waste. Now she's walking over. Snaking over. Oh, beautiful play. A kick into this nearly stun, but Major Cheese will still die as Klett walks into the stun himself. Doesn't even need a CC to come through. And Mephold now is gonna hit everybody, and Javan's gonna dash into it, I guess, as Faison is now finally arrived to the scene of the crime. Will just be here to deny. The inhibitor will not manage to do so and declare his own death, with Tarek being the last member alive. This calls most likely for the final push. Yeah. Double kill onto the Vega.
That will be game over.
Yeah. Companions.
Pretty smooth from Companions. I don't want to blame Team Foxes too much, but they didn't seem comfortable playing into a lot of these champions. Didn't really expect Vegar's range. A lot of cages happened that were just really free kills.
Yeah, I mean, Vega cages didn't hit somebody on getting spawned. They hit somebody by either Lee Sin kick or Klett walking into it like every time. So
for sure.
Vega pick is questionable, but being 8-1, of course, Companions, like I said, they don't have to listen to our criticism at all because they have just won 3-0, so whatever we say doesn't matter.
It was pretty smooth, considering. I mean, I guess they do get to play more games, and obviously the groups were not even by any means because they're just not going to be in that state. But yeah, we did expect Team Foxes to have a better show than they did.
And yeah, post-game analysis. 3-0 Companions. Congratulations, I must say. We'll catch you for an interview, so get ready while we analyze what just went wrong here. And yeah, as you can see, damage-wise, all I have to say there.
Yeah.
The guy that has been losing lane the hardest, the Vega, lost lane the hardest. Remember how he was down 60 CS at some point?
Yeah, he was.
That's the most damage. Actually, crucial 8-1 score at the end there. This is just... Faison, man, you had so many good games. Game 1 and game 2, and then this third game, you had to carry potential, and he just didn't.
Just way too aggressive with the flashes, really. Yeah. But it happens.
It's okay. Maybe it was not that day. Team Foxes sadly have dropped out of the competition. So, Companions, congratulations again. 3-0. The cleanest anybody has gone into finals so far, I must say. Even Prodigies put one game into their favor against Team XD. So this is actually the 3-0 Cleano coming in, and this will bring us back to our playoffs and define the finals as we wait for somebody of the team Companions to join us. There we go. Pyro and XDTL, welcome so much, and congratulations to winning this series. I'm still astonished to how clean and well played that was by you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, let me just switch over to the interview scene as we can walk through. I did forget to save the drafts, but I think we can remember somehow. But yeah, let's walk us to...
Remember somehow. Using the gift of memory?
Yeah, using memory brain. Yikes, it hurts. But yeah, congratulations once again. 3-0, very clean in the semifinals considering the stakes here. And let me maybe just point out the first thing. What do you think has been the major factor for you guys winning all 3 games this decisively?
If I may speak now, I last stream when Team XD was against Prodigies.
Yes.
I saw the coach from Team Fox having a bit of banter or something. He was talking about how Faison wouldn't face or wouldn't lose to a Fiddle mid. And I'm assuming he was talking about them getting to the finals, but I don't know, man. 3-0, I don't know. I really didn't expect this, but I was kind of upset and triggered, so I tried out my best here.
If I look at the logos, if I remember correctly, it was actually Team Foxes that had the fire in them, but you are just spitting straight fire, man. What is going on? Okay, but yeah, you defeated them 3-0. Let's walk over the game 2 and game 1. So you guys kind of won that decisively. I think there was only one point where you actually were behind in one of those games. So game 1 and game 2, do you think it was decided in draft, or did you guys actually have like super outplay potential, individual skill? Like, what was it exactly that gave you that edge in this series?
All you, Pyro, all you.
Yeah, I don't know. We had really like strong and solid drafts. We like prepared some picks, and yeah, I don't know about the draft with Morg picking 2 times. It's like if you go Morg, then just play some aggressive like in lane. It's just like all pussy mode and yeah.
The Malzar, I don't know why, but
Yeah.
it just didn't work out for them. I mean, yeah.
I think they need to have Faison on the carry champ like Casio, but they did it too late, and then yeah, I don't know. I feel like we played like as a team today, and also the
I
quarterfinal.
can get behind that. Like, we had a few questionable plays. I will get on with my flame about you guys later, but first let's go over to Aiden. He has some questions for you as well.
Okay, sure. So how did you feel going into game 2, where they just locked in a really similar draft, as if game 1 was just kind of a fluke? I mean, how did you feel going into game 2 and the series generally against these guys?
They picked Zac game 2, right? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting him to like gank a lot of lanes, but that did not happen at all. But yeah, we just came out on top. I don't know, I just kept doing the same thing, just focus on top lane. I mean, the third game didn't work out so well, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the first 10 minutes to game 3 looked pretty good for Jarvan and Foxes. Like, he was, like, in my opinion, he was pathing way better against you.
Yeah, I was I was like on the losing side. I wasn't feeling too good about that early game, the third game.
But I don't know. You just, I feel like you were just like 5 steps ahead in team play, like throughout the entire 3 games.
Yeah, I just play a lot of Lee Sin. I'm pretty, I mean, I wouldn't say mechanically gifted, but I can pull some stuff off, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you like had like 7 good kicks and 1 bad kick, so I would say that was pretty good overall.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, so I mean, Jason, you go ahead.
We have asked Twitch chat as well for some questions, so we're waiting for them. But in the meantime, I want to maybe go back to this game number 2, which Aiden has just touched on. And this is my slightest criticism I have, besides itemization on your mid laner, but that is for another day. But yeah, I will just... Slight criticism I had, so I don't know if you recall, because of course playing and then afterwards remembering is different. But yeah, so you were in the situation, you had the Baron picked up, it was the second Baron of the game, and you all grouped up in this bottom lane, pushing this bottom tower. When you had double TP running in your lineup, and you had 2 solo laners, the Ziggs, and I think, what did you play top lane in game 2?
Garen, I think?
Yeah, Garen. So you had 2 solo lanes that are able to stand alone and win in a 1v1 situation, especially if Jarvan hovers the Ziggs. You could have just stretched out the enemy laners and just in 1v1 style won the game there. So why exactly do you keep grouping up with Baron instead of splitting the map? They didn't want double TP, so like you had that advantage as well.
Yeah, I think we were maybe a bit scared. Like we were like ahead so far, but still, it's like, you know, game 2 is like anything can happen. But we were like so far ahead and didn't think like what the plan was. We were like just pushing towers, like the mid, top, and then bot lane. We were like, yeah, we will just take it slow and we'll win. Just like suffer, let them suffer.
Okay, so you still paid a lot of respect, because I was surprised there. At that point, you pretty much could have won any team fight, even if it was a 3v5.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, 1v1 style would have been more favored there, I believe. So maybe a little bit of an initiative to, when you face Aiden and Amy, who have been casting here on the finals, to work on those slight things and fix that, so that you make maximum utility of the Baron buff, for example, or your leads that you got. So yeah, game number 3. Before we get over to Twitch chat questions and Aiden's questions, game number 3. You guys had this Darius in the top lane as well as the Lee Sin pickup, so maybe Lee Sin, I can ask you directly since you're here. Why exactly did you go for Lee Sin, and why did it work out in the end?
I mean, this day I was practicing a lot of Lee Sin in practice too. I was practicing my jungle pathing and mechanics, like perfectioning it kinda. And I would figure they would pick Jarvan in the third game or Bennett, so I was like, okay, fuck it, just pick the Lee, let's go. I was
Okay.
like, yeah,
I mean,
don't
it
know.
worked.
Yeah.
We had some good kicks here, especially the one into the cage and the end down Major Cheese. That was so beautifully
Yeah, I was
played out.
pretty sad that it did go into the cage.
Yeah, it
but
was like a
maybe,
millimeter off. It
yeah,
didn't matter since you guys just so much more damage. But yeah, Paro,
It
you
was
wanted
a
to
bit
say
of
something?
spectacle.
No, yeah, Lee Sin was also good because like Aphelios like immobile, I would say. So it's like pretty good into him also.
Yeah, I agree. And then the Darius on the top lane. I know you played the MF bottom lane here, but maybe can you like relate to us why the Darius was picked up and
It
What
was
was
open,
wrong?
you know.
comfort
It was
pick. And,
open.
yeah,
okay,
no.
so it
It
was
was
just a
open.
comfort pick. There was no like major strategy behind it.
Yeah,
No.
it's just Sanders always confident on his Darius,
Okay.
but yeah.
Now the last thing maybe that we want to ask you, Aiden, if you want to go ahead with a question, feel free to do so now.
Sure. So like, if you can like cast your minds back all the way to game 1, where you kind of had a little bit of a Baron throw, where you got caught, and then I don't know if you remember, but Team Foxes just like played into you and died again. Did you think you could like basically lose the game at any point? Because game 1 was the only one that was remotely close. Yeah. Tell me like kind of what went through your heads and how you were feeling like in the late game of game 1, because it's the only one that went that far.
Game 1. I mean, I had like this
Long time
feeling
ago.
that, like, what if they come back with a Malzar, you know? But I mean, we just played around our mid laner Ziggs and with the Lich Bane tech, and yeah, it just worked out. I mean,
Tower destroyer.
memory is a bit like clouded from game 1, but yeah, I was like
Yeah.
so focused on playing. So
Please never say, can we play the one to our Lich Bane 6? But yeah.
Yeah, it's not something I want to hear too often.
Yeah, I don't want to flame your guy. He's most likely a very kind human being. But yeah, Lich Bane Zeg,
Yeah.
Zeg, sorry, is not what you want to be building, as well as completing your Oblivion Orb. Yeah, third item is also not kind of what you want. But hey, worked out. He built the anti-healing for the second game in advance, you know, in game number 1. So maybe a last Twitch question here. I'll look at it. Okay, they're just congratulating you, all of them. They're saying there can not be any questions if you go 3-0. I agree with that.
I mean, how are you guys feeling about finals? And how are you feeling out of groups?
Aiden
that,
asked me
like-
that question. Yeah.
No. But like, how did you feel about playoffs generally? Because I think people didn't expect you to win any games. I
Yeah.
mean, we didn't see much from your group because 2 teams dropped out. So
Yeah.
that kind of affected it.
Yeah. What is it? Just give me your predictions on finals.
Yeah,
You can be
because you
amazing
did
as
lose
much
to
as you want
Prodigies,
right now.
I don't know if I can like give predictions, but
Okay, what is your feeling for that? Do you think you have
Feeling.
an advantage, or you think it's going to be very close series?
it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be very close.
Yeah, same.
That's my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, just
I really don't have any idea because Prodigies did beat you guys in groups, so I don't know.
Yeah, we lost really bad.
Yeah, okay, but Team Foxers won from Team XD in the.
Yeah, I mean we were using it.
damn, remembering
We were
all
using
the
two
games
subs.
from
Ah,
group
okay.
stage here.
Yeah, of
But
course.
we don't remember game 1. Okay.
I don't want to meme it, but it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna look at the current standings real quick here with you guys together, and then we'll let you off the hook and let you enjoy the rest of your evening after winning such a clean series. But yeah, the standing, as you guys can see on Twitch right now, you guys are now in the finals. It's gonna be actually tomorrow already at 6 p.m. CST. Was it you guys that told me that you cannot play?
Yeah, we can't play tomorrow because like some of
Okay.
us need to work.
So
Like in a restaurant,
yeah,
restaurant.
we'll work it out. Just,
Restaurant. Okay.
yeah, we will get in touch with you and Team XD and look for a solution where both of you guys can play. But yeah, so you guys are facing off in the finals tomorrow. I believe you have been both watching the semifinals of each other to like prepare, and yeah, best of luck to both of you. But it's gonna be a best of 5, and yeah, if it's gonna be a close series, you're gonna go all the way to 5 games. So I hope you're mentally prepared. So we had Aiden actually pointing out earlier today in Twitch that your enemy, who was it? Enemy jungler, was listening to something on Spotify. Was it the jungler, Aiden? What did you point out in Twitch?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I can't remember the
Yeah.
message.
because sincere, just put on some good music for mental and use your
Yeah.
breaks
Yeah,
in
he was
finals.
listening to it live by a Pearl Jam, so I was like, it's their mentality in this game, trying to stay alive. And then they lost 3 minutes after that message, so I guess I kind of doomed them.
Yeah, I was like psytrance mode, just going all in like with the beat and just moving. Yeah, just moving on.
Nice.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's about it. We don't want to keep you any longer here. Thank you for responding to our questions, and again, congratulations on winning 3-0 clean semifinals on the TG Platinum Season 4 and moving on to the finals.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks very much. And Hope you have a good match, Team XD. See you.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
Yo.
Okay,
Have a
bye.
nice day. Yo.
Have a good weekend, guys.
You too.
Okay. So
Bye.
bye. So then gone now. We have well, Aiden just cancel the season and award the title to Liverpool. Okay, just relax, man.
Just cancel the season.
Yikes. Okay, moving back to what we have going on here. So yeah, as you guys saw, 3-0 coming to here by the Companions over Team Foxes. Team XD also winning 3-1 in the other semifinals over the Prodigy. So the underdogs making the dream come true for anybody that's like getting second in the group stage. Don't worry, boys. Look at these guys. They made it all the way to the finals. So both of you guys have to be congratulated to making it this far and also getting already some pricing no matter of the tomorrow's games. So yeah, both of you will get some pricing. Congratulations on you for you as well, Aiden, and your team, of course.
Nice.
And yeah, maybe you can give me your predictions for the series. Do you think it's going to be 3-0 or like a 3-2?
I think 3-1 to us.
3-1 to you? Okay.
I think, but I do think every game will be kind of close. Yeah, they look decent. Just kind of well-rounded generally.
Okay. So yeah, those series coming your way. Looking forward to it. But yeah, don't forget to tune in tomorrow, boys, because tomorrow we do have the TG Diamond semi-finals, the last one before the finals. That is also very, very important. So in the semi-finals, we do have Overstorms already waiting in the finals for Servus Esports or Medieval Esports who are playing tomorrow at 1 p.m. CST. So tune on Saturday, 1 p.m. CST into twitch.tv/connecting esports and give us your betting, your predictions, and your cheer emojis in the Twitch chats. And I believe today is the day where it calls for the crab song because that was a clean trio and that is rewarded with the crab song. So get your crabs ready. We are about to hear the best of the very best.
I can't wait.
Can't wait. Me neither, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for casting. It was a blast. Hope to see you guys in the season 5 as well with casting. And yeah.
For sure. Right. Take care, Jason. Thanks
You
for the
too,
stream.
man.
Bye.
So Twitch chat, all of you guys, thank you so much for joining. Also, thank you, Amy, for casting today, or Taria, whatever you want to be called. I don't know what more you're recognized by. But yeah, so let's head over to our ending screen. Put on our favorite song, boys. Get the crabs ready, because it is time for none other than the famous crab rave coming your way. And of course, boys, as always, thank you so much for following, joining the C family, and stay tuned for the TG Diamond semifinals tomorrow, Saturday, 1 p.m. CST, coming live to you, bought by Connecting Esports. Join our Challenger mode, join our Discord, follow us on our social medias. We post daily, we do fancy stuff, and we have a lot of coming news and exciting tournaments coming up. Valorant, one keyword. But yeah, now I will let the crabs speak for themselves and wish you a very, very well-deserved best weekend. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Thank you so much for tuning in, and goodbye, J7.